Baseball on ABC7.
One of baseball's oldest rivalries spending the weekend in St. Louis. The Cubs and the Cardinals meeting for the 7th time this season. Valuable ground in the division on the line for the Cubs within striking distance as we get closer to the season's midpoint. It's the Cubs and Cardinals in prime time right here on ABC7. Hi, everybody, and welcome to Busch Stadium. I am your hostess, Deon Miller. Just 8.5 games separate the Cubs and the Cardinals in the Central Division. The closest the Cubs have been to first place this late in the season since 2009. A big reason, they keep finding a way to win. Cubs come into this series having won 4 of their last 6. Cardinals have won 5 of their last 6. Obviously, something has to give tonight. We will talk about it with the guys who will call this game with Len Casper and Jim DeShays in just a couple of minutes. Also, second trip to St. Louis for Cubs rookie Kris Bryant. How is the third baseman handling the ups and downs of his first year? He will talk to you about that. And, of course, the always entertaining skipper, Joe Maddon. We will hear from him. He never disappoints as we get set for a great pitching matchup between John Lackey and Jake Arrieta. Arrieta coming off arguably his best performance of the season. We bring in the guys from the booth, Len and JD. And, guys, after the Cubs split with the Dodgers, nothing but confidence coming from that clubhouse. Do you think this is a better team than the one that dropped 3 out of 4 the last time they were here in early May?
I think so, Deon. And Joe Maddon has said really since the season started that this young club, JD, should just get better and better every game, every week, every month.
Yeah, and we've seen marked improvement from the likes of Addison Russell. We've seen Anthony Rizzo be good from day one. He went through a little mini slump, but he's been red hot of late. The pitching has held things together. Offensively, this club really has struggled a little bit over the last couple weeks, but because the pitching has been so good, they've managed to win more than their fair share of games.
And the pitching has carried the Cardinals this year. They're on a pace to win 108 games, but with the injuries they've been dealt with, Matt Holliday, Matt Adams, some other guys picking up the slack. Jason Hayward in particular, he's been getting better and better each month.
Yeah, and last time we were here, people were saying, what a bad trade because the Cardinals traded Shelby Miller to Atlanta, and he's been outstanding. And Jason Hayward really struggled early in the year. In April, he didn't hit much at all. You know all about the defense. He's won 2 Gold Gloves, including last year. But May, much better. June, he's been red hot. And over the last 8 games, he's been really something else, hitting .438 with an .875 slugging and 4 long ones.
Yeah, not just the usual suspects with Hayward and Wong and Reynolds and those kinds of guys really pitching in. And as Deon mentioned, an excellent Cadillac pitching matchup tonight. Jake Arrieta and John Lackey.
Yeah, Jake Arrieta has been very good in his career against St. Louis. This year he's made 2 starts, won 1, lost 1. ERA below 3. His ERA in his career against St. Louis is below 2. Lackey, just a good, solid veteran pitcher. Last 5 starts, 4-1 with a .382.
And Deon, pretty good bargain. John Lackey making the minimum this year because of a contract he signed with Theo Epstein, and the guys they traded away are in the minor leagues with the Red Sox. Back to you.
Yeah, Lackey, very good. Fan 10 Cubs the last time we were here. Got Kris Bryant 3 times. Speaking of the Cubs rookie third baseman, we will chat with him coming up as we continue to get you ready for the first pitch from Busch Stadium.
Choices made right now, this very moment, will decide the rest of your life. With consequences that can never be reversed. If you drink and drive, you will lose your license. You will go to jail.
The all-new 2014 Rancher and Foreman line. And introducing the remarkable new Pioneer 700s. For every challenge, there's a Honda.
Hello! What are you doing way out here?
Nothing. I can't even post a selfie.
Ouch. What are you doing?
Streaming music videos.
You got US Cellular, right?
Yep.
And you don't.
What's your point?
Well, US Cellular would have you streaming videos or calling someone with a ladder right now. Oh, bump it up. With US Cellular, now the middle of nowhere is the middle of anywhere.
Call for help.
Welcome to Allentown. Yay! Be sure to visit Allentown 5 nights a week on 2.5 Men.
Tonight at 9 on the Quad Cities CW.
This fall,
Josh!
a new series that's not about looking for Josh.
I haven't seen Josh yet.
Not about obsessing over Josh.
What's the deal with you and Josh?
And definitely not about moving cross-country for Josh.
I did not move here because of Josh, because that would be crazy, and I am not crazy.
Crazy Ex-Girlfriend.
This fall on the Quad Cities CW.
Chicago Cubs baseball on ABC7 is being brought to you by Mercedes-Benz, located on the web at mbusa.com. By DeVry University, different on purpose. By American Family Insurance, insure carefully, dream fearlessly. By Jeep, come discover great deals during the Jeep Drive and Discover event. And by Southwest Airlines, book your low fare now at southwest.com.
Welcome back to Cubs baseball on ABC7. A Central Division showdown tonight between the Cubs and the Cardinals coming up. Earlier today, I got a chance to sit down with Cubs rookie Chris Bryant. Here's the third baseman. What have you learned about this rivalry in a short amount of time?
You know, I noticed that I think it's kind of a respectful rivalry. I think we have a tremendous respect for one another. I think our fans respect each other. It's just cool because, you know, obviously we're in St. Louis and their fans want their team to win, but they respect, you know, a good play or, you know, good at bat, and as do our fans too. So it's pretty cool to see that.
It's been a while since the Cubs were respectable in the Central Division. Do you feel like that is changing?
Absolutely. I mean, obviously it's my first year here, so I don't know. I can't really speak on the past, but, you know, just hearing what other players are saying about us, and it's nothing but good things, and how we have a whole lot of fun. Our energy's always up. We have a great time in the dugout and playing the game, and you know, hopefully we can continue that.
You split the series with the Dodgers, but a great way to start for you. 2 home runs off Clayton Kershaw. Is that a big moment for you in your career?
I mean, I guess it's one of the ones I'll remember, but you know, I can't really think of it as you know, just a certain pitcher. You know, I try to go up there and not really worry about who's pitching, but obviously it's different when you got a guy like him on the mound. So and he's such a good guy too. He's one of the best pitchers in the game. So you know, for me to do that just gives me a whole lot of confidence moving forward.
A very tough pitcher on the mound tonight in John Lackey. What makes him so tough? Last time you guys were here, he struck out 10 Cubs. 3 times he got you.
Yeah, he got me. He got me good. But I think he's just a bulldog on the mound. And, you know, just growing up watching him, too, it was kind of cool watching him pitch. He's a very good competitor. He wants his team to win every time he's out there. So, you know, but as a, you know, player on the other team, we can kind of feed off that, too, and get that same energy. And I think it'll be a good game tonight. You guys have had 9 walk-off wins, 31-run games, and really close games. What does winning in those situations do for a young clubhouse? I think it just gives us the confidence that we can do it. I mean, we can beat any team out there, and, you know, when we're in a close ball game, I think it's, you know, just good going forward, knowing that, you know, we don't have to press, you know, for only up by 1 run, because we've won a lot of those games. So just gives us that peace of mind that we can do it. And, you know, I mean, those games are obviously really fun, you know, because, you know, when you're in the higher scoring games, sometimes you kind of get lost in the fact that you give away some at bats and you're not really as focused as you should be. So we enjoy playing those 1-run games.
When we come back, we'll sit down with the manager. Skipper Joe Madden talks about this rivalry.
Heyman's Westside Ace Hardware has multiple services to help you. From key cutting, pipe cutting and threading, sharpening services, paint mixing, and lamp repair. Services beyond the ordinary at Heyman's Westside Ace Hardware in Davenport.
And with coverage in the middle of anywhere, plus our best plan pricing, we're a better value than Verizon and AT&T.
Hell yeah! Who's this other wireless company?
Maria, this is US Cellular. We'll be happier here.
But our contract, Javier.
They will pay it off up to $350 per line.
$350. Yep, $350.
Switch and we'll pay off your old contract. And for a limited time, activate a new smartphone to get a $150 US Cellular promotional card instantly.
Here's something new. Announcing the Sign and Ride event at your local Ford stores, where you pay 0 down, 0 due at signing, and 0 first month's payment on select new Ford models. It's never been easier to get into America's best-selling brand. So come get behind the wheel of the capable Explorer. or the smart and innovative Escape. Now during the Sign and Ride event, lease an Explorer or Escape with 0 down, 0 due at signing, and 0 first month's payment. Hurry to the Sign and Ride event, only at your local Ford stores.
Get ready for Family Dollar Days Mondays. The Family Credit Union and WHBF-TV invite you to take part in 5 unique and fun opportunities. Every Monday from June 15th to July 20th, enjoy dollar admission at the Family Museum, Putnam Museum, Quad City Botanical Garden, Red Hawk Learning Center, First Tee, and Molene's Riverside Aquatic Center. Make sure you visit FamilyCU.com for times from all of the Quad City venues. Stop wondering what you can do this summer. Take advantage of the museums, gardens, golf, and swimming all summer long. Family Dollar Days Mondays, brought to you by the Family Credit Union and WHBF-TV.
Heyman's West Side Ace Hardware has over 70 years of knowledge and can help you with all of your window needs. We can repair windows, screens, and thermopane windows. Services beyond the ordinary at Heyman's West Side Ace Hardware in Davenport.
Welcome back to St. Louis. Everyone finding their seats, getting set for a showdown between the Cubs and the Cardinals. Everyone in this building understanding the rivalry and what is at stake for the Cubs as they look to gain some ground in the Central Division. But skipper Joe Madden not about to call anything about this weekend a must-win.
My standard line, and I really believe this, is that I don't apply any more weight to any particular game. I don't want us to do that ever, because if you do and you don't, then it's almost like a mental devastating moment. And all I want us to do is play tonight's game, focus on, today's Friday, I think, focus on Friday's game, and you try to win tonight's game, and after that's over, then you focus on the next.
They are focused on getting game 1 in this 3-game series. First pitch coming up in just a few minutes. Don't go away. Cubs on ABC7.
Some of us see camping as one of life's greatest pleasures. From fishing to sleeping under the stars to hiking or even cooking outside. Using quality equipment makes sure every moment will be memorable and fun. At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we understand. That's why we offer a huge selection of camping gear from top brands like Sun Dolphin, Camp Chef, Igloo, Buck Knives, Coleman, Frog Togs, Leatherman, and more. So make the great outdoors even more enjoyable with genuine value you can depend on. From Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
I love coming to River Bandits games. I love eating popcorn and watching baseball. And all those crazy, funny acts. But mostly, I like to play in the bounce house and ride cool rides like the Ferris wheel and the dropping twist. And if I do my chores, my dad even lets me stay up late and watch the fireworks.
Helen, you missed the spot there.
Well, at least I don't have to clean the bathroom.
The River Bandits at Modern Woodman Park.
Where the fun never stops.
Hey, how's your morning?
It's quiet. How are you?
It's beautiful up here. How are the kids?
Perfect.
Hey, Gwyneth.
Hey, Daddy. Hello, Dad.
So how far up did you get?
With U.S. Cellular, you get coverage in some unexpected places.
Wow, look at that.
So you can stay connected to what matters the most from the middle of anywhere.
Incredible.
That's not a bad view.
This one's even better.
iPhone 6 on U.S. Cellular. Together, you can do more.
Because 100% whole grain oats are incredibly good for you. Because they're heart healthy. Because they're good for kids and granddads and everyone else in the family. Everything we do is because of what really matters most. The goodness of oats and the people we love.
Beautiful night here in St. Louis, and this high-definition broadcast is brought to you by Xfinity. Xfinity, your home for the most live sports. Now the Cubs lineup, it is brought to you by Southwest Airlines. Just 3 runs over their last 3 games. Cubs 1-2 during this stretch. Fowler, Rizzo, and Bryant. Good to see Dexter back in the lineup. Chris Bryant left early yesterday due to the flu-like symptoms, but feeling much better today. Montero, Coughlin, Castro in the middle. Mike Baxter gets a start again in right. Jake Arrieta, the pitcher, looking for his first hit. And the rookie Addison Russell batting 9th.
Cardinals defensively, it's brought to you by Nissan. The rookie Grichuk is in left field tonight. John Jay in center. The Gold Glover Hayward in right. Carpenter, Peralta on the left side of the infield. Peralta's only made 3 errors this year. Wong and Reynolds on the right side. Reynolds, the everyday guy now that Matt Adams is hurt. And multiple Gold Glove winner, Yadier Molina behind the plate.
What's the double multiple?
Multiple.
Does it mean 1,000?
No, he's got a many.
There's John Lackey, 6'6", 235. He's 36 years old. And this will be his 15th start.
Yeah, he's been lights out here in his home ballpark. He's 5-1 here this year with a 1.81 ERA and 7 starts.
And away we go as Dexter Fowler takes a strike. Jim Wolf behind the plate. Adrian Johnson at first. Bill Miller, the crew chief, at second. Doug Eddings is at third as Lackey comes back quickly and misses off the inside corner on a fastball. Fowler back in the lineup. He missed 3 starts due to a sprained left ankle. Did get a pinch hit at bat in all 3 games and played the outfield late yesterday. Huge crowd as always here in St. Louis. Should be the case all weekend, and they're all night games. Off the outside, 2-2.
Lackey with outstanding control, doesn't walk many. He's pretty aggressive, attacks the strike zone, fastball, slider, curveball, and change.
Fowler tried to hold, but he could not. For strike 3. Your first pitch weather for tonight brought to you by Four Seasons Heating and Air Conditioning. For all the right reasons, call 866 Four Seasons. 75. A little breezy.
How about that? This late in June, 75 degrees in St. Louis. About as good as you're going to get.
I would agree with you. Here's Anthony Rizzo. 3 hits, 2 doubles yesterday in the loss to the Dodgers. Strike called. He leads the National League with 23 two-base hits. Putting together an MVP type first half. 1-1 the count. Lackey, a guy in certain spots when he gets in a jam, he will pitch around certain guys. It's kind of a veteran move.
Yeah, he knows who he matches up with better than others.
Carpenter out and makes a nice catch. Got right to the spot on a tricky little play for an infielder. 2 outs.
How about our Mercedes-Benz keys to the game? Be ready to hit. Yeah, John Lackey throws first pitch strikes better than 70% of the time. He's among the league leaders in that category. Handle Hayward, we talked about how hot he was, and he's been good against Jake Arrieta in his career. Keep it clean. You got to play a tight game to try to beat the Cardinals here in their home ballpark, where they've only lost 1 series all year.
Bryant Fowles, Lackey 3rd in the National League in pitches per inning. So he gets ahead early and usually has at bats finish pretty early. Speaking of early, Chris Bryant exited early yesterday with the flu-like symptoms which had been bugging him for a few days dating back to the Minnesota series, but good to go tonight. One and 2 the count. Cubs looking for their 40th win on the year. They've got the 2nd wild card spot currently in the National League. They're a half game behind the Pirates and a half a game ahead of the Giants. Meanwhile, the Cardinals had not gotten off to a start like this since 1944. They've won 2 of every 3 games. They're the only team in baseball with a winning percentage of above 600. 667. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So Lackey makes quick work of the Cubs in the first inning. Cardinals coming up against Jake Arrieta.
The pitcher, the catcher, the home run hitter. Every player performing a special role on their team to outperform their competition. It's the same at Zeglin's, where the sales staff, service technicians, and delivery specialists are all MVPs. When you need appliances, we're your local family team. Zeglin's, your hometown, our hometown.
Turn around. Every now and then I get a little bit hungry and there's nothing good for me around. Turn around. Every now and then I get a little bit tired of craving something that I can't have. Forever I've been praying for a snack in my life, and now I have a brownie, and in all of my strife I finally found the right snack.
And with coverage in the middle of anywhere, plus our best plan pricing, we're a better value than Verizon and AT&T.
Hell yeah! Who's this other wireless company?
Maria, this is US Cellular. We'll be happier here.
But our contract, Javier.
They will pay it off up to $350 per line.
$350. Yep, $350.
Switch and we'll pay off your old contract. And for a limited time, activate a new smartphone to get a $150 US Cellular promotional card instantly.
Here's something new. Announcing the Sign and Ride event at your local Ford stores, where you pay $0 down, $0 due at signing, and $0 first month's payment on select new Ford models. It's never been easier to get into America's best-selling brand. So come get behind the wheel of the fun-to-drive Focus, or of the stylish and innovative Fusion. Now during the Sign and Ride event, lease a Focus or a Fusion with $0 down, $0 due at signing, and $0 first month's payment. Hurry to the Sign and Ride event, only at your local Ford stores.
Time now for the Cardinals Southwest starting lineup. Two of their three Matts are on the DL. Holiday and Adams. Carpenter's healthy, and all of their Coltons are healthy too. They only have one. Wong, Carpenter, Peralta, Mark Reynolds, Jason Hayward. We mentioned him in the open. Yadier Molina heating up. Randall Gritchick's been very good. He's in left, Jay in center, and Lackey, the pitcher, hitting ninth.
Cubs defensively, it's brought to you by Toyota. Coughlin, welcome back. Fowler to the starting lineup. He's in center. Mike Baxter in right. Chris Bryant, the new Papa. Starlin Castro on the left side of the infield. Russell Rizzo right side. Montero behind the plate. Big Jake Arrieta on the mound.
6'4", 225, coming off a complete game shutout win at Minnesota.
7.5, 3.07 ERA for Arrieta. Punched out 7, didn't walk anybody in that shutout. He was throwing 97 miles an hour.
That is a fair ball. Wong on his way to second. Here's a throw by Coughlin. Late. Colton Wong with a leadoff double.
That's just a bit of bad fortune there for Arrieta. Not solid contact at all by Wong. Trying to crowd him with the heater. Or backdoor cutter looked like, and he just chops it on the ground.
Well, the Cardinals don't hit a ton of home runs, but they do lead the National League in doubles. Middle of the pack, 8th in runs scored.
They hit 265 as a team. That's third best in the National League. They'll take their walks.
Couple of former college teammates matching up here. Jake Arrieta and Matt Carpenter. Carpenter now 0 for 14 lifetime against Arrieta, although he does move Wong to third. Johnny Peralta, and early call to move the infield in. Peralta leads the Cardinals in average hits, homers, and RBIs.
A lot of times you'll pull the infield in this situation based on the pitcher on the other side. If he's a guy you feel like is going to be really tough to score against. And I think that's part of the equation here. The other part of it is your own guy on the mound. Even if you give up a base hit here through the drawn-in infield, with a guy like Arrieta on the mound, you're less likely to have that blow up into a big inning. If that's your fifth starter out there, you might concede this run, keep the infield back. for fear of it blowing up into a big inning.
Peralta's put together a fine start through 70 games. Hitting over 300.
Yeah, he leads their club in all those categories: average hits, home runs, RBIs. Should be an all-star when you look at those numbers.
Ground ball, runner going. Throw to the plate, should be in time. It is. Wong is out. He was going on contact. That will go 6-2. Matheny wants the video guys to take another look at it, but I don't think Wong ever really got to the plate.
Quick shuffle to the right by Castro. Yeah,
never did.
It's an easy one. There will be no challenge here. They may have been wondering about the clocking the plate rule. He had that back corner available to him. He had to go over the bat to try to get there. And I think that going on contact there with one out, or excuse me, with the infield in, is also because of Arrieta on the mound. I think the Arrieta-Reynolds matchup, Matheny feels like it was worth the gamble to try to score there. Reynolds is dangerous, hits a lot of home runs, but he strikes out a bunch.
Strike one on him. He had a big series here the last time the Cubs were in town. First inning grand slam off Travis Wood on May 4th, and the game-winning hit off the bench the following night, but he flies out this time and the inning is over. 0-0 after one.
Some of us see camping as one of life's greatest pleasures. From fishing to sleeping under the stars to hiking or even cooking outside. Using quality equipment makes sure every moment will be memorable and fun. At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we understand. That's why we offer a huge selection of camping gear from top brands like Sun Dolphin, Camp Chef, Igloo, Buck Knives, Coleman, Frog Togs, Leatherman, and more. So make the great outdoors even more enjoyable with genuine value you can depend on from Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Year after year after year, Ford F-Series delivers outstanding toughness, capability, and efficiency. Construction, farming, forestry, F-Series is #1 in every hard-working industry out there. Not just this year or last year, since Puka Shells and Disco. Ford F-150, Ford Super Duty, America's #1 trucks for 38 straight years.
Now lease a 2015 F-150 with EcoBoost for only $319 a month.
Everyone knows the color of savings. It's green. Green Chevy. Over 800 vehicles to choose.
Like a 2014 Grand Caravan SXT, just $18,994. Or a 2014 Town & Country for only $29,994. Credit issues? No worries. We finance your future, not your past. Got a trade-in? We'll buy from you even if you don't buy from us. Everyone knows the color of savings. Everyone knows it's Green Chevy. You gotta go to green.
Green, green, gotta go to the green.
Hello? What are you doing way out here?
Nothing. I can't even post a selfie.
Ouch. What are you doing?
Streaming music videos.
You got U.S. Cellular, right?
Yep.
And you don't.
What's your point?
Well, U.S. Cellular would have you streaming videos or calling someone with a ladder right now. Oh, bump it up. With U.S. Cellular, now the middle of nowhere is the middle of anywhere.
Welcome back to St. Louis. Busch Stadium scoreless between the Cubs and the Cardinals as we get set for the second inning. First start for Starlin Castro since he was away from the team for the birth of his beautiful daughter, Scarlett. I got a chance to chat with the Cubs shortstop about that today. He said it was unbelievable as he beamed from ear to ear, showing me pictures of her. Told me just how beautiful she was over and over again. Now, he does have a 2-year-old son. He said he's been warned how different it is to be the father of a little girl. It was clear she may only be a couple days old, but she has stolen Daddy's heart, guys.
And joins big brother Starlin Jr., as you mentioned, Dion. So good to have Papa back in the lineup. And Miguel Montero, 1 strike on the Cubs catcher as we start the second inning. And JD, we're keeping an eye on Max Scherzer tonight as well. Perfect through 5 innings at Philadelphia. 3-0 Nationals. Big news there earlier today is Ryne Sandberg resigned as a Phillies skipper. More on that later as Grichuk makes a catch. Well, let's do it right now. Ryan Sandberg stepping down. A very difficult year for the Phillies, and they seem to be on the verge of some major changes at the top of their organization. Reports regarding former Cubs general manager and president Andy MacPhail.
Yeah, it seems like if there's smoke, there's fire. It's only a matter of time before Andy MacPhail moves into a leadership position, and I'm not sure exactly what he will do. Ruben Amaro, the general manager, appears to be in trouble. Tough situation for Rhino in his first major league managerial stint. Just the timing was horrible. They were so good for so long there in Philadelphia, but he caught them at in the middle of that downturn, and they don't have a lot of prospects. They got a lot of veteran guys that are nearing the ends of their careers, making a lot of money, contracts that are hard to move.
Chicago native Pete McCannon, their third base coach, will take over on an interim basis. 1-1 on Chris Coghlan. Fouled away.
Doesn't seem like it was that long ago where the Phillies were in the playoffs every year. They had selling out every night. They had the best TV ratings in baseball. Maybe hung on to some of those guys just a little too long and didn't take care of things down on the farm. Of course, when you're winning all the time, you're not at the top of the draft board.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's hard to know when to pull the proverbial plug, especially when you are selling tickets.
Yeah, and you've won championships. So, folks, we know you love this guy, but we're going to move him.
Coghlan 7 for 12 against John Lackey as he works a full count here.
Cubs as a team over the last week hitting just .228. One of the things Joe Madden was stressing is you need to take more walks, need to be more patient.
And we'll do it again.
As he says, organize the strike zone. Now, I'm kind of talking out of both sides of my mouth here tonight because we talked about Lackey and how often he throws strike one more than just about any pitcher in baseball. So you got to be ready to hit. That doesn't mean you just start chasing. And when you get into those deep counts, a lot of hitters get anxious. They're thinking about trying to hit. I need to get a hit as opposed to I need to have a good at bat and willing to take that walk.
Did you see that? Coghlan asked for time pretty late, and John Lackey did not like it one bit, which forced a little smirk from Coghlan. Low, ball 4.
Accepted his walk.
Right on cue. Extraordinary moments happen every night in baseball, but on one night they all happen in one place. Don't miss the 86th All-Star Game. Coverage begins at 6 p.m. Central on Tuesday, July 14th. Cast your vote for your favorite Cubs players at Cubs.com. Here is Castro. Played the final 4 innings yesterday, 1 for 14 in the series against the Dodgers. And he bats the Cubs' first base runner. That's Coghlan at first, being held by Reynolds. One gets by, and Coghlan will take second.
Well, that's big with Castro at the plate, who hits the ball on the ground so often.
The deal John Lackey signed with Boston years ago included a health clause, which kicked in. He missed the 2012 season after elbow reconstruction. So the club option year this year became available to his team, which is now the Cardinals, which is at the major league minimum. Swing and a miss. It's 1-2. Before you start feeling bad for John Lackey, he made at least $10 million each of the last 6 seasons, including 18-7 in 2010, almost $16 million in 2011. Didn't pitch that one year, but still made over $15 million. And this year, $500,000. His checks, though, probably look really small in comparison this season. Coughlin thought about it, but he's not going to test Molina.
He goes home at night and says, honey, we got to cut back. Not go out to eat quite as often as we normally do. Maybe fly coach every once in a while.
The end of the bat on the ground to Peralta. And he gets Castro, and Coughlin remaining at second. And let's take a look ahead. The Cubs' forward upcoming schedule. Got 2 more night games here. An off day in New York on Monday. And then Cubs and Mets. Mets making an announcement today. They're going to work with a 6-man rotation to try to protect their young arms. Let's a look inside Ballpark Village. And across the street. There's Mike Baxter with 2 outs. Inside ball 1.
Lackey will max out at around 95 miles an hour with a fastball. He doesn't get there very often. Typically works 91 to 93. Looks like he's got pretty good zip here tonight. He'll throw a lot of fastballs. He's not shy.
From Abilene, Texas. Grayson County College and University of Texas at Arlington. Drafted way back in 1999. 2nd rounder of the Angels.
158 and 121 his career. 1 loss record with an ERA right at 4.
No active pitcher has thrown more postseason innings in his 117. Peralta makes a catch to end the inning. Inning and a half in. Scoreless.
Your wireless company promised you nationwide coverage, then stuck you with this guy.
We're soulmates! We got a contract!
iWireless has nationwide service with no data overages, no surprises, no asterisks.
I love you! And your money.
Family of 4 with 20 gigs of 4G data is only $100. And we'll pay your costs to switch up to $400 per line. iWireless. Dump that asterisk.
Choices made right now. This very moment will decide the rest of your life. With consequences that can never be reversed. If you drink and drive, you will lose your license. You will go to jail.
It's Green Buick GMC's Greenway. The right car at our best price. $8,000 off all new 2015 GMC Acadias in stock with SLT package. Or $8,000 off all new 2015 Buick Enclaves in stock with premium package. The Greenway gets you 0% financing on new Buicks and GMCs and no payments for 90 days. Everyone, and we mean everyone, gets their best deal possible. Plus, we'll buy from you, even if you don't buy from us. Green Buick GMC, you gotta go to Green.
Green, gotta go to Green.
And with coverage in the middle of anywhere, plus our best plan pricing, we're a better value than Verizon and AT&T.
Hell yeah! Who's this other wireless company?
Maria, this is US Cellular. We'll be happier here.
But our contract, Javier.
They will pay it off up to $350 per line.
Yep, $350.
Switch and we'll pay off your old contract. And for a limited time, activate a new smartphone to get a $150 U.S. Cellular promotional card instantly.
Cubs and Cardinals. Both teams very much in the playoff mix in the National League. It's not been a particularly friendly place to the Cubs. 34 and 49 here at Busch Stadium, which opened in 2006. Did you know this is technically Busch Stadium 3?
Yes.
Sportsman Park was renamed Busch Stadium 1953, and then Busch 2 opened in 1966.
It's like the whole presidential thing. Now, Jeb looking to be Busch 3. Yeah. 3 stadiums and 3 presidents.
2 strikes on Jason Hayward. Bill DeWitt, the owner of the Cardinals. It's been a tough time here. I mean, look, the Cardinals 48-24, but dealing with the hacking allegations regarding the Astros. They've had their injuries. Saw Adam Wainwright earlier today. He actually thinks there's a sliver of a chance he could be back this season. They had the tragic car accident that killed Oscar Taveras in the offseason, which that's why they went out and got Jason Hayward. There's John Mozeliak, their GM, but it has not affected negatively their play on the field at all.
No, nor would you think that certainly that hacking scandal really wouldn't be anything that would work its way into the clubhouse. Nobody would really be all that concerned about it down there. Investigation is ongoing, and ultimately there'll probably be some discipline, but the degree to which the Cardinals will be punished, we have no idea right now, because we don't know all the details.
2-0 on Yadier Molina, who didn't hit his first home run until fairly recently, June 15th. That was last week against the Twins. He's got 2 now and batting .382 since he hit that first homer.
Yeah, average has been climbing. He's been swinging it pretty well lately. Not driving the ball, not a lot of extra base hits. 12 doubles to go along with those 2 home runs on the year. The numbers steadily improving for the veteran Molina.
A couple of former Cubs, Bill Miller, John Mabry. Mabry the hitting coach, Bill Miller the assistant hitting coach. Molina playing in his 145th career game against the Cubs. He's batted .309 with 13 home runs. And a lot of those hits, big ones. Make sure you check out the Cubs blog on ABC7.com. Brought to you by Jeff Vukovich, your local nationwide agent serving the area for 37 years. To join the nation, contact Jeff at jeffvuk.com. Nationwide is on your side.
Shade Molina a little bit towards right and right center in the outfield. He hits a lot of balls in that area, and if you just continue to work middle away on Molina, you're doing him a favor. Every now and then he'll look fastball in and he'll ambush you and jerk one, but he, like many hitters, are looking for the ball out away from him.
Curveball almost hit him. And it's 3-2. Randall Grichuk is on deck. Ball 4. Chicago Cubs baseball on ABC7 is brought to you by Southwest Airlines. Book your low fare now at southwest.com. So here's Grichuk. Well, that's the other thing, the depth this team has shown. Matt Holliday has a strained right quad. We might see him at Wrigley Field in a couple of weeks before the break. They just keep on keeping on, even with Holliday out. Matt Adams, strained quad as well. 8th inning guy Jordan Walden, biceps injury. We mentioned Wainwright. They just got Lance Lynn back from the DL, and he was very good last night in a win at Miami.
Yeah, Jaime Garcia, been battling injury for the last couple of years. He's back pitching very well. And that's the thing, that you know, they've got a number of guys that contribute obviously offensively, but the pitching has really led the way for this club. They got the best ERA in the game. Starters are really good. The bullpen has been outstanding. They have the top save percentage in the National League.
Two and 0 the count. Arrieta's pitch, driven out toward the alley. That's trouble. It's going to get to the wall. Molina on his way to third. Jose Oquendo's going to send him. Relay throw late and is cut off by Rizzo. An RBI triple for Randall Grichuk.
Yeah, you look for sure that Molina was going to be able to score on that ball. The question was, would they be able to have a play on Grichuk, keep him off third base with one out? There's your answer. He's standing there 90 feet away from home plate. A 2-0 fastball, middle of the plate, thigh high. Grichuk struggled a little bit when he first came to the big leagues, but they really like his bat. He's a strong kid, very athletic. Let's see. Oquendo racing down the line with Molina, a la Tim Flannery.
Five triples now for Grichuk. Infield in the second straight inning, and John Jay fouls back. Got the pitcher Lackey on deck. Nice to get a really good long start from Arrieta tonight. The bullpen has been so good lately. You don't want to jeopardize that for a couple of reasons. You can only get 4 innings out of John Lester yesterday, and you're going to have a fill-in starter tomorrow night. And Dion will have more on Don Roach, who will spell Tsuyoshi Wada tomorrow night, a little later on. Jay swings and misses. Grichuk ran down the line like it was going to be a suicide squeeze, and that forced all 4 infielders to come in a step or two.
And I thought I heard somebody yell squeeze. I don't know if it came from the dugout or one of the infielders. I'm some excited fan, but I heard somebody yell. It was either squeeze or hot dog please, but I heard it.
Runner trying to score. Rizzo to Montero. Out again. But Grichuk nailed.
Yeah, and that's a no-brainer send there with the pitcher coming up next. You don't read that ball off the bat. You just go on contact and hope for the best. Where Grichuk is a little bit lacking is he didn't have a very aggressive lead down the third base line. He could have been a little bit more daring with his start, but another very good play by an infielder. First Castro throws one out at home, and now Rizzo to Montero to get Grichuk.
Good job both times by the catcher to make sure he was not in that running lane before the ball arrived. One and 0 on the pitcher Lackey.
Letting everybody know, yes, I know I'm taking here. Wow. So whatever you do, don't walk the pitcher. When you go 3-0, you start trying to goose it up there a little bit. You cut it off. Kick off your 4th of July weekend at Wrigley Field, starting with the Budweiser Bleacher of Friday's Red, White, and Brew celebration on July 3rd. The Marlins are in town. All Budweiser Bleacher fans 21 and older can soak up the sun in their new patriotic Cubs tank while enjoying lively summer hits, patriotic music, along with classic American fare. Tickets are still available at Cubs.com.
A little blue and a sea of red. So Arrieta, walking the pitcher, now has to face Wong, who doubled to start the bottom of the first. By the way, the Phillies got a hit in the 6th inning, so Johnny Vandermeer's record remains intact. The Nationals and Max Scherzer still have a 5-0 lead as they play the 7th.
Chris Bosio not happy with what he sees from Arrieta here. Maybe pitch selection, maybe something mechanical, maybe just a chance to reset and refocus. See, now Wong, you got to be careful with him. He's not a real big guy, but he's got legitimate pop. He's hit 9 home runs this year. After the 4-pitch walk to the pitcher, sometimes you're inclined to just start, all right, here it is, throw it in there. You can't really do that with Wong. Still make quality pitches. Got a break. Wild swing at a changeup.
One and two. Team leading 34th start in the leadoff spot from Colton Wong, who's National League second baseman with 9 home runs. Swing and a miss. So whatever Chris Bosio said, it worked. Cardinals get on the board first, 1-0.
Live music is created every day at RME. The RME enjoys a unique niche in the Quad Cities and strives daily to maintain a vital presence through our mission as a nonprofit performing arts center, providing opportunities for the community to listen to, learn about, and play music.
Life is a journey that often goes in directions we don't expect, but every journey happens one step at a time. Black Hawk College can help make your journey more successful with more than 140 certificate, career, and transfer options to choose from. Whether your next step is learning new skills, changing careers, or working towards a bachelor's degree, Black Hawk has the program that's right for you.
Take the next step in your journey.
Registration for summer and fall classes is going on now.
Call our advisors today or visit us online to get started. Black Hawk College was my next step. Make it yours.
Grab your friends and head over to Pints to watch any of your favorite sports teams. From college to professional sports, we've got you covered on any of our 11 TVs at Pints. Full-service bar and 20 beers on tap. Cheer on your team at Pints. Stop by Pints on Utica Ridge Road.
And with coverage in the middle of anywhere, plus our best plan pricing, we're a better value than Verizon and AT&T.
Hell yeah! Who's this other wireless company?
Maria, this is US Cellular. We'll be happier here.
But our contract, Javier.
They will pay it off up to $350 per line.
$350. Yep, $350.
Switch and we'll pay off your old contract. And for a limited time, activate a new smartphone to get a $150 US Cellular promotional card instantly.
So what's the empty suitcase for?
The grand prize trophy.
I was born to be somebody.
2.5 Men, a full hour, weeknights at 9 on the Quad Cities CW.
Watch Chicago's #1 news, ABC7 Eyewitness News in the morning, weekdays 4:30 to 7 a.m. with Judy Sue and Terrell Brown. Cubs 2-4 against the first place Cardinals. Joe Madden talking about this series. When you're playing them heads up, you definitely want to make some noise, but I do not want our guys to approach it any differently. Don't want them to think they have to play any harder, any better. Just go play. Do simple better. He's got a t-shirt that he wears that says that. He's a very intellectual guy. He loves to learn new things and soak up knowledge, but at the heart of it, he really tries to make this game and life in the game as simple as possible.
Yeah, he's got a very refreshing attitude. Some managers burn out because they just can't live with the losses. You know, you hear that a lot from managers. I hated the losses way more than I enjoy the wins. I don't think that applies to Matt. I think Joe's able to turn the page on a tough loss more quickly and a lot easier than a lot of managers.
Popped up by Jake. And this ball comes down. He'll be 0 for 28 in the season. Reynolds makes the catch.
Celebrate the 4th of July weekend at the friendly confines. The Cubs play the Marlins over the 3-day weekend. There's the red, white, and blue themed bleacher fun on Friday, followed by the first ever post-game fireworks after the game on Saturday. And as always, family fun on Kids Sundays, which include running the bases after the game. Cubs.com for tickets.
Cubs have their first hit. It's Addison Russell. First pitch swinging. And he's aboard for Dexter Fowler. We briefly asked Dexter how he's feeling. He's not quite 100% with the ankle. As we check out Russell's hit through the hole into left. On that Grichuk triple, it looked like Dexter was still maybe not going all out. And I think it has to do with that ankle more than anything. That is a strike.
Yeah, and talking with Joe earlier this morning, I ran into him. He said he didn't know if Dexter was going to be able to play today. And then later on in the morning, Dexter sent him a text, said, "I'm good to go, Skip." I don't know if I would. I'm glad I didn't play in the cell phone era. I don't know, you might have fired off a few texts to the manager that you regret later on. Or
maybe it's best just to respond to the manager as opposed to send them the, "Hey, I'm in there tonight, right? ...
Laying there in bed.
Emoji smiley
3
face.
o'clock in the morning after a tough start. Why did you pull me? I'd only given up 7 runs.
You don't want to drunk text the manager. That's a bad idea.
Or anger text him.
Pretty good lead by Russell at first.
Molina continues to be a weapon behind home plate in terms of throwing out base runners. Maybe not quite as good as he once was, but still well above average.
I think catchers, the veteran guys, right? Their reputation counts, and it goes both ways. If you have a guy who historically does not throw out runners and has one good year, I think teams generally will still run on you. And I think the reverse works too. If you have a reputation for a guy who throws out a lot of people, but you're not having a great year, you're probably still not going to run as much as they would against somebody else.
And so much of it obviously depends on whether the pitcher gives the catcher a chance. That's the first part of the equation. But when given a chance, Molina's been as good as anybody over the last 10 years or so, since Pudge Rodriguez left the game.
Also looks like he wants to go. He's not going, though, on the 3-2, and Fowler strikes out for the second time. Chicago Cubs baseball on ABC7 is being brought to you by Disney Pixar's comedy adventure Inside Out, from the creators of Up. Meet the little voices inside your head in 3D, now playing. Are the voices inside your head in HD or 3D?
You dream in black and white, I know that.
Really?
That's what they say, yeah.
I didn't know that. Long playing back in the grass in shallow right against Rizzo. Oh, he just got hit. Would look like it really stung. That is the 30th time he's been hit since the start of 2014.
I think it got him in the back arm. Nope. In the lead arm. See, now if he's in his two-strike approach there, not using that bigger leg kick, he may be able to turn out of the way of that one, but that time he was loading up, looking to do some damage.
So that ties his career high. He got hit 15 times last year in 140 games. About half those games he's been hit 15 times this season. Chris Bryant, aggressive swing as he fouls off. Two on, two down, single and a hit batter here in the third inning. Lackey steps off.
Lackey has allowed just 7 home runs this year, only 2 to right-handed batters. Difference of opinion perhaps on how they want to try to get Bryant. There's no place like home for John Lackey. 12 starts in this ballpark, 7-1 with a 204. 5-1, 181 this year. Obviously strides out to that mound feeling pretty good about things.
He has started and won 2 World Series clinchers. And neither with the Cardinals. One was with the Angels, the other with the Red Sox.
Well, he has shown a willingness to pitch inside with action. Good lively heater. Up and in. And then the slider away. Boy, you established that not so much the inside corner, but the willingness to pitch up and in early in the ball game. That'll stay with those hitters all night long. Less likely to dive to cover the outside corner. You see our pitch tracks from Xfinity. That one well off the outside corner and down.
Two on its way, and Bryant went around. He thought he had held up. In fact, he was getting ready for the next pitch. But Adrian Johnson rings him up from first base. And that will end the inning. You be the judge. 1-0 Cardinals.
There's a lot to know when choosing a spa, so you wouldn't miss a chance to talk to one of America's most recognized innovators in spa therapy, right here in the Quad Cities, QCA Pools and Spas in Bettendorf. We design all of our spas using state-of-the-art materials and our own patented technology. We manufacture over 70 different models in the QCA, and of course we stand behind them at a surprisingly affordable price. QCA Pools and Spas in Bettendorf, a step ahead since 1966. Now you know.
Some of us see camping as one of life's greatest pleasures. From fishing to sleeping under the stars to hiking or even cooking outside. Using quality equipment makes sure every moment will be memorable and fun. At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we understand. That's why we offer a huge selection of camping gear from top brands like Sundolphin, Camp Chef, Igloo, Buck Knives, Coleman, Frog Togs, Leatherman, and more. So make the great outdoors even more enjoyable with genuine value you can depend on. From Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Zeglin's, your local brand store stores, are having their Dad's Days of Summer sale. Save 10% store-wide at both locations. Stop in and register to win one of 2 free quality grills valued at $500 each. Double energy rebate on select Whirlpool and Maytag Energy Star washers when you buy the pair. And free basic install on all Bosch dishwashers. Instant rebates on select Whirlpool, Maytag, and KitchenAid bottom mount refrigerators. Shop either Zeglin's location, Moline or Davenport. Your hometown, our hometown.
And with coverage in the middle of anywhere, plus our best plan pricing, we're a better value than Verizon and AT&T.
Javier! Who's this other wireless company?
Maria, this is US Cellular. We'll be happier here.
But our contract, Javier!
They will pay it off up to $350 per line.
$350.
Yep, $350.
Switch and we'll pay off your old contract. And for a limited time, activate a new smartphone to get a $150 US Cellular promotional card instantly.
Chicago Cubs baseball on ABC7 is brought to you by Mercedes-Benz. Check out our exciting model lineup by visiting your local authorized Mercedes-Benz dealer or visit us today at MBUSA.com.
So glad you're with us tonight to kick off this Cubs-Cardinals weekend. Jake Arrieta, his former TCU teammate, Matt Carpenter. Carpenter dealt with some back tightness earlier this week, and in May he missed 4 games due to extreme fatigue, dealing with dehydration, some dizziness, accelerated heart rate. He said it was self-inflicted, and he's got a bit of a football mentality, so I don't know if he's changed any pre-game or between game routines as a result.
Yeah, the last time we saw him, I thought he looked like he had dropped some weight. Not a real big guy. He is a line drive machine. Second highest line drive rate in the National League, behind Brandon Belt.
It makes sense that a guy named Belt would hit a lot of line drives.
And the other thing that Carpenter doesn't do is he doesn't chase pitches out of the zone very often, as a matter of fact. Only Curtis Granderson of the Mets is more discerning than Carpenter in that regard.
We'll see Granderson next week.
The Grandy Man.
As part of this 6-game trip.
So you got to throw it in there to get Carpenter. That's the bottom line.
Joe Madden and his top lieutenant Dave Martinez. Deep center. Fowler going back on it to the warning track, and he makes the play. Hey, coming up Sunday, July the 5th, the Cubs will host the Miami Marlins at 1:20. In the first 5,000 kids in attendance will get an Anthony Rizzo life-size fabric growth chart presented by ATI Physical Therapy. Then after the game, the first 1,000 kids 13 and younger with wristbands will be allowed on the field to run the bases, weather permitting. For more info, Cubs.com. One 1-0 on Johnny Peralta.
.122 pitches for Arrieta last time out in that complete game shutout of the Twins. 86 of those pitches were strikes. It was masterful. Mixing in a few more curveballs here tonight.
It was timely as well because the following evening, Tsuyoshi Wada got pulled after just 2 innings due to injury. And as I said before, as lights out as this bullpen has been, part of the deal is the starters helping them out, not stretching them too thin. As Bryant will charge and get Peralta.
Watch Chicago's #1 news, ABC7 Eyewitness News, weeknights at 10 with Ron Majors, Kathy Brock, Cheryl Burton, Jerry Taft, and Mark Giangreco. A hard-hitting lineup right there.
Reynolds flying to right. His first time. Cut and a miss over top a curveball.
If it's game planning or just if Jake feels better with that pitch tonight. Seems like he's mixing a few more of those in than he normally does. Typically it's 95, 96 mile an hour heaters. He'll sink it. Of course, that hard cutter, when he's got that pitch going, that thing moves like a hummingbird. It's just there and then off she goes. Occasional change up to the left-handed hitter.
He got him. Reynolds caught looking. And that'll put a wrap on the inning.
Here's something new. Announcing the Sign and Ride event at your local Ford stores, where you pay $0 down, $0 due at signing, and $0 first month's payment on select new Ford models. It's never been easier to get into America's best-selling brand. So come get behind the wheel of the capable Explorer or the smart and innovative Escape. Now during the Sign and Ride event, lease an Explorer or Escape with $0 down, $0 due at signing, and $0 first month's payment. Hurry to the Sign and Ride event, only at your local Ford stores.
Getting to the top is always a challenge. However, if you drive the award-winning Jeep Grand Cherokee or the versatile Jeep Cherokee, you'll realize the top is just the beginning. One drive and you'll discover why the Jeep brand continues to be the best-selling SUV brand. Join us now at the Jeep Drive and Discover event. For the first time ever, get 0% APR for 60 months or $1,500 total cash allowance on all Jeep Cherokee models.
And with coverage in the middle of anywhere, plus our best plan pricing, we're a better value than Verizon and AT&T.
Oh, yeah. Who's this other wireless company?
Maria, this is US Cellular. We'll be happier here.
But our contract, Javier.
They will pay it off up to $350 per line.
$350.
Yep, $350.
Switch and we'll pay off your old contract. And for a limited time, activate a new smartphone to get a $150 US Cellular promotional card instantly.
The answer to treating your dog's fleas and ticks is staring you right in the face.
NexGard, from the makers of Frontline Plus. It's the only soft beef-flavored chew that kills both fleas and ticks. Vets recommend it, and dogs, well, they're begging for it. NexGard is for dogs only and hasn't been evaluated for use in pregnant, breeding, or lactating dogs. Reported side effects include vomiting, dry, flaky skin, diarrhea, lethargy, and lack of appetite. Use with caution in dogs with a history of seizures. Recommended by vets, loved by dogs. From the makers of Frontline Plus.
You buy the Bob Corcio Auto Group. Looks like a runaway, but we still have a long way to go. Pirates hosting the Braves. They're tied at 2 in the 7th. Pirates lost in extras to the Reds last night. Nothing St. Louis. Here's the thing. The Cubs pitching staff since June 10th has a .254 earned run average, 3rd in the majors. You know who's ahead of them? Cardinals
and St. Louis
and the Pirates.
Yeah. Cubs have been playing pretty good for a good long while now, but really haven't been able to gain any ground.
Cardinals have a .267 team ERA. That was coming in. The Pirates at .292. No team has put up a sub-3 ERA over a full season since the Dodgers had a .295 in 1989. That's Derek Lilliquist, their pitching coach. Two balls, two strikes to Montero.
There are currently 11 pitchers in the National League with sub-3 ERAs. And the Cardinals have 3 of them. Lynn, Waka, and the youngster Carlos Martinez.
Waka will pitch tomorrow night. He will not get the Wada-Waka matchup.
No. Waka and then Martinez will go Sunday.
Wada will be skipped at this point. The Cubs do not anticipate a DL stint for Tsuyoshi, so likely a reliever will be sent out to make room for Don Roach. That's tomorrow. Tonight, it's 1-0 St. Louis, 3-2 on Montero. Coughlin next.
Cubs with just 1 hit so far in the ballpark, or ball game.
Well, only 1 hit in the ballpark, too.
In the ballpark as well. And didn't get a whole lot done offensively in that series against the Dodgers. But that's, when you face top pitching teams in the game, it's tough to score runs. And depending on the matchups in New York, it might not get a whole lot easier over there.
Has been a patient guy here in June, leading the league, seeing pitches. He walks.
Good start. Hey, watch the show everyone in Chicago is talking about. Chicago's most watched local talk show, Windy City Live, weekdays at 11, only on ABC7.
Makes you want to snap your fingers, doesn't it?
Makes me want to ride a bicycle on a spring day and say, "Hi, neighbor. What's the name of your puppy?"
I don't have a puppy. Here's Coughlin. He walked in the 2nd. Stream of consciousness, Jim DeShays. I like it.
He asked me what it made me think of, and that's what came to mind. I was in a television commercial.
Carpenter in at 3rd. Double play depth up the middle. Reynolds holding on the runner. Montero. Pretty straight up in the outfield. And popped up. Right behind third base. It's Carpenter to make the catch.
So last time we saw Lackey, he was quite good too, wasn't he?
Yes, he was.
Yeah. Figured him out. He's been quite good pretty much all year. Last 4 or 5 starts, he's been outstanding. He had one bad one, and that was in Denver. And that's, we were talking about that yesterday. How many pitchers in the game would you ask that your worst start of the year, perhaps your career, where did it happen? And a good number of them are going to say up there in Denver. So he had a game up there where he allowed 10 runs, 8 earned, and about 4 innings of work. If you throw that one out, he'd have a 2.73 ERA for the season, as opposed to the 3.41 he came in with.
Yeah, interestingly, his career ERA had gone under 4 for the first time in 4 seasons. And then he had that start.
And he had to start, his next start had to be there.
Yeah. One ball, no strikes to Castro. Montero runs. Castro rolls it right where Wong had been, and Montero will head to third. That's the way to do it. Perfectly executed hit and run.
Yeah, well, Branch Rickey, I think, just said nothing more beautiful than a perfectly executed hit and run play. Castro hit so many ground balls on the left side of the infield. So you knew they're going to keep the shortstop home. Wong breaks early, opens up that hole on the right side, and Castro does indeed push it through into right center field. Montero able to scoot to third, and a golden opportunity here. Or at least a silver opportunity, because you got the pitcher on deck.
The key man now is Baxter with Arrieta on deck. And this is where Lackey pull out all that veteran experience here. I don't think he would feel like it's the end of the world if he walks Baxter, although Mike swings at the first pitch. It was a curveball, base hit, and we're tied. RBI single, Mike Baxter. It's 1-1 in the 4th.
Leadoff walk comes around to Mike Lackey. Hit and run play, and then a solid single for Baxter, and the Cubs are on the board. A little spiked curveball. Get over curveball, but Baxter ready to hit.
Bunted by Arrieta, and he's the second Cub pitcher to get down a sac bunt this year. That'll go 1-4.
Extraordinary moments happen every night in baseball, but on one night they happen all in one place. Don't miss the 86 All-Star Game. Coverage begins at 6 Central. Tuesday, July 14th. Cast your vote for your favorite Cubs players at Cubs.com.
Strike on Addison Russell. So I asked Addison today, give me something about the big leagues that is different, and not just the obvious everybody's better and the game's faster. He talked about the amount of prep before the game, how much video, scouting reports you're allowed to and encouraged to study, and how much they know about you. Very few secrets at this level. Thought that was a very good answer.
Yeah, because I don't know. I haven't been around the minor league scene for a long time, but back in the day there was no information really about the other club other than what you had gleaned by playing them earlier in the year. Now I imagine there are some reports that they have access to. Nothing like they do here at the big league level.
Well, the other thing I wonder, at the minor league level, especially the lower minor leagues, how important are scouting reports anyway? Because when you're kind of evaluating talent, don't you just want to, in some ways, roll the balls out there and just go play. Just go play. Let's see who's good and who's not.
Yeah, and from the pitching standpoint, there's probably a lot of guys in the lower minor leagues that couldn't execute the game plan anyway.
Still 2-2.
But you're right. I think, and you know, if you're a development guy and you want to see your players work their way up through the system, I think you would like to turn them loose and let them figure it out on their own for a while and see who has that ability.
You only put a guy in favorable situations, maybe stunting his development a bit. High fly right field. It's going to be in foul territory, and it's also going to make the seats.
Well, big situation here. Molina and Lackey, the veterans, want to talk it over. Molina has very strong opinions as to what he wants to do. Lackey is a strong-willed guy. Pitching to Molina, I would be inclined to defer to him more times than not. A big 2-out RBIs for Addison Russell this year. Good take. Joe Madden just said make him stop. That was a little bit of a quick pitch there from Lackey. I think the manager and the bench coach have more fun than anybody on the team.
You might be right. Ball 4. Here comes Fowler. And by Castro to get back to third. Might be drifting in that situation.
These guys are going to run out of timeouts. Not too long ago, Dexter Fowler had a grand slam in Minnesota. Might have been his last at bat with the bases loaded, for all we know.
It was Sunday. Yep.
Just saying.
Sounds like he broke his bat as he lines to Colton Wong. Cubs tie it on the Baxter single. It's 1-1.
If you're ready for some family pool fun this summer but have questions, let the experts here at QCA Pools and Spas help you get started. If you're thinking about an in-ground pool, we'll design a pool that's perfect for your backyard. Or if you're thinking above ground, we'll help you choose from the size and shape that's best for your backyard. Our in-house installation experts have over 25 years of experience, ensuring you that the job will get done right. Get on the installation list now and be ready for summer fun at QCA Pools and Spas in Bettendorf.
The pitcher, the catcher, the home run hitter, every player performing a special role on their team to outperform their competition. It's the same at Zeglin's, where the sales staff, service technicians, and delivery specialists are all MVPs. When you need appliances, we're your local family team. Zeglin's, your hometown, our hometown.
This is real buttermilk. And when you mix it with flour, it makes real biscuit dough, which is where real biscuits come from. This is made from scratch.
The Mile High Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Biscuit with thick-cut Applewood smoked bacon pieces. Only at Hardee's.
Hello? What are you doing way out here?
Nothing. I can't even post a selfie.
Ouch. What are you doing?
Streaming music videos.
You got US Cellular, right?
Yeah.
And you don't.
What's your point?
Well, US Cellular would have you streaming videos or calling someone with a ladder right now. Oh, bump it up. With US Cellular, now the middle of nowhere is the middle of anywhere.
Chicago Cubs baseball on ABC7. I'm strong like the Hulk. is brought to you by the Bob LaCourcio Auto Group. You're going to like buying a car this way. 1-1. Cubs and Cards. Curveball strike on Jason Hayward.
Hayward very aggressive. His first at-bat went up there hacking, ultimately grounded out to first base. Sometimes you just tell by a hitter's body language how he's feeling in the batter's box. He's very hitterish. And he's been on a very nice roll. You know, he gained a reputation early in his career in Atlanta being a great defender, very patient hitter. And they thought the power would emerge, and he's shown flashes of it. Still only 25 years old.
Yeah, he turns 26 in August. He'll be a free agent after the season. His OPS, his batting average, rising month to month, hitting .338 in June. He's got an 8-game hitting streak. Recently had a 3-game home run streak. 2-2.
He's good down and in. He's also good middle away and up. I think you can go down and away and then jam him, especially with Arrieta stuff.
This is the fastball for Jake's third strikeout. Molina, he walked and scored in the second. Scherzer's done 8 innings tonight, 5 hits, 2 runs, no walks, 7 strikeouts. Leading 5-2 at Philadelphia. He's pretty good. And he's got a 6-game hitting streak. Nationals poised to win their 7th in a row. Molina on his way to first. Arrieta will throw him out.
Mad Max has been on quite a roll, has he not? One hitter at Milwaukee, struck out 16 in that ball game. Then the no-no against the Pirates. Rather pedestrian outing tonight for him. 8 innings of 5-hit 2-run baseball. In that stretch, he went 54 batters between hits.
That's 26 innings, 6 hits, 2 runs, 1 walk. Foul strike on Grichuk. Jake making his 8th start against the Cardinals, 3-1 with a 1.51 earned run average. 3rd time he's faced them this season.
His first start of the year was against the Cardinals back at Wrigley. 7 shutout in that ball game.
Swing and a miss to end the inning. Anthony Rizzo will lead off the Cubs' 5th when we return.
When we created the Silverado Rally Edition, we figured, why stop there? These 4 new Silverado Special Editions are just the beginning. From this year's fastest growing full-size truck brand, Chevy Silverado. Or or choose this Silverado All-Star with a total value of $8,000 when you finance through select lenders. And find your bonus tag and get an additional $1,000 to $2,000 cash allowance on select vehicles in stock.
It's the tested and proven way to save money. It's Green Buick GMC's Greenway. The right car at our best price. $11,000 off a new 2015 Sierra Crew Cab with PDU package. Or drive a new Sierra 4x4 double cab for $389 a month with no money down. The Greenway gets you 0% financing on new Buicks and GMCs and no payments for 90 days. Everyone, and we mean everyone, gets their best deal possible. Plus, we'll buy from you, even if you don't buy from us. Green Buick GMC. You gotta go to Green.
Green, gotta go to Green.
And with coverage in the middle of anywhere, plus our best plan pricing, we're a better value than Verizon and AT&T.
Javier! Who's this other wireless company?
Maria, this is US Cellular. We'll be happier here.
But our contract, Javier!
They will pay it off up to $350 per line.
$350. Yep, $350.
Switch and we'll pay off your old contract. And for a limited time, activate a new smartphone to get a $150 US Cellular promotional card instantly.
It's a great time at Pints to sit out on our beer garden and watch your favorite sports teams while enjoying one of our 20 beers on tap. Or grab your friends and grab a seat at the full-service bar and catch all the sports action on any one of our 11 TVs at Pints. Stop by Pints on Utica Ridge Road.
Meet the eligible bachelors of Seinfeld.
I'm single, I'm thin, and I'm neat.
I can't get my pants off.
Lord of the Idiots.
Weeknights on the Quad Cities CW.
2.5 Men.
A full hour, weeknights at 9 on the Quad Cities CW.
Take a look at some league leaders brought to you by DeVry University. The category tonight is doubles. Anthony Rizzo leads the way with 23. You see Matt Carpenter also on that list. That's why we're looking at doubles tonight, because two of those guys are in this game. That's called quality television right there, baby.
5 of the 6 are left-handed hitters. Rizzo swings and sends one out in the very deep left center. That ball slicing, and it's going to be run down by Grichuk.
Slice spin took a little steam out of that drive by Rizzo. You know, he wanted to inflict some damage on Lackey after getting drilled by a heater last time up. As Dion pointed out earlier, Bryant struck out 3 times against Lackey last time they squared off, twice so far here tonight.
A walk and 5 strikeouts for Bryant against Lackey. Good slider. This is your rookie rankings for Chris Bryant. And that with him missing the first 8 games while playing at AAA. Toward the hole, backhanded play Peralta. The throw is late. Bryant beats it out for an infield hit.
Hitter, when that rollover swing like that, hitter usually gets a good break out of the box. And we've talked a lot about Bryant's speed, above average runner. Sniffing that hit, pushing it down the line.
Montero 0 for 1 with a walk. And the Cubs run back just 1 inning to go in the 4th. Inside for a ball. Got a game that's over already. I bet you could guess who pitched. Mark Burley. Toronto beat Texas 12-2. He's now 8-4. Noah Syndergaard also beat Johnny Cueto. Mets over the Reds 2-1. That game already over.
It's a heck of a matchup there. In the Toronto-Texas game, Prince Fielder hit a home run, his 300th, so he joins his dad in the 300 homer club, and the Fielders joined the Bonds as the only father-son duos to do that.
copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Chicago Cubs and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Chicago Cubs. So there.
Don't even think about it.
3-1.
I remember as a kid putting a little tape recorder in front of the television for, I think it was Kurt Gowdy doing the call of Hank Aaron's 7:14 or 7:15. I was a little worried that the feds might come storming the door because I was taping that game.
There goes Bryant. Montero swings and misses. The throw is high, but Bryant came off the bag. And Peralta tags him out.
Carried too much speed into the turn. He would have had a stolen base.
You got fast dirt here in St. Louis.
Playing a game of tag there that he ultimately lost.
Meantime, 3-2 on Montero, and we'll do it again.
Is that Wong or Peralta who took that throw?
Peralta.
In case we get graded on our scorecards after the game, I want to make sure I'm accurate.
The wind and the pitch spoiled again.
A little bit of a lazy breaking ball there from Lackey.
Lined into right. Second hit of the inning. And it's Coughlin.
Tried to cut a fastball in on him. Montero wouldn't let him in. Seems to me that the batting average after caught stealing is higher than it normally would be.
I mean, league-wide?
Yeah, just over all the years, it just seems to me that after caught stealing, that next guy reaches beyond what his, the normal batting average or on-base percentage would be.
That one really stung. Where'd it get him?
Maybe one of those good folks from Sabre that are in Chicago would be able to look that up.
Right.
That's where it got him.
Okay. Anyway, thanks to the fine folks at the Society for American Baseball Research. We had a good time there yesterday. You and I and Ron Coomer did a broadcasters panel with Kurt Smith, the author. And we had a real good time.
Kurt Smith has written books on baseball broadcasting. He's a professor at the University of Rochester. He used to be a speechwriter for President Reagan or Bush Sr., one of those guys. There's a big group gathered in Chicago through the weekend. If you like to talk baseball, you should work your way down there and join them. All kinds of great panel discussions, a big memorabilia show going on as well.
By the way, if a guy fouls one off his toe or he bounces back up and hits him in the elbow or something, we wait for a minute or so, everybody looks concerned. But when you do that, you look around the diamond and guys can barely hold their laughter.
Yeah,
it seems mean.
Yeah, that's why it's It's like every bad slapstick comedy. There's always one shot.
Foul.
It's like scriptwriters like, we need to get a laugh in here somewhere. I don't know. Let's just somebody get hit in the groin. It's always good for a chuckle.
Yeah, Chris Coughlin has the longest active games played streak in the majors.
Okay, so Coughlin in his first plate appearance worked to count full. Took, I believe it was a slider down and in for ball 4. So we'll see if that causes Lackey to be a little bit more aggressive in this situation. Coughlin can take advantage if he gets a challenge fastball here on 3-2.
Montero runs with 2 outs. That ball hit hard, but foul.
Got a breaking ball, but it was up a little bit.
I don't think Reynolds touched that ball, and had he touched it in foul territory, it would have been foul. It landed foul. Now, had he touched it while it was still fair, it would have been fair.
A lot of times you'll have your first baseman play behind the runner there.
Montero on his way to third. 3 hits in the inning. Still trying to get that go-ahead run.
Another good at-bat for Coughlin. Did get a pitch in the zone. I think the ability to just to show that you're willing to take the walk. Great benefits, obviously, because you get on base, but down the road.
Back-to-back 2-out hits after Bryant was caught stealing over sliding second. He's come up with some big RBIs here lately. Some game enders at Wrigley Field, some game winners on the road.
He held that ball a good long while, and it's hard for a hitter to maintain concentration for that long, so Castro asked for time. Got it from Jim Wolf. Lackey went quickly that time before Molina had really set up. Hopping out to cover the outside corner, was in mid-hop as Lackey was delivering that pitch.
Swing and a miss, and the inning is over. Cubs get 3 hits and no runs.
Credit challenges? Been turned down for a car loan? We have easy financing and affordable payments. Just $4 could deliver a car at the JD Buy Rider July 4th event. For just $4 at delivery, you'll find great cars that are inspected, computer tested, serviced, and reconditioned for safety and reliability. Every car is backed by a warranty to help keep you on the road affordably. Drive today for just $4 at delivery. Save time, money, and stress. Come in, click, or call.
JD Buy Rider.
We're the way to go.
When we created the Silverado Rally Edition, we figured, why stop there? These 4 new Silverado Special Editions are just the beginning. From this year's fastest-growing full-size truck brand, Chevy Silverado. Or choose this Silverado All-Star with a total value of $8,000 when you finance through select lenders. And find your bonus tag and get an additional $1,000 to $2,000 cash allowance on select vehicles in stock.
And with coverage in the middle of anywhere, plus our best plan pricing, we're a better value than Verizon and AT&T.
Javier! Who's this other wireless company?
Maria, this is US Cellular. We'll be happier here.
But our contract, Javier!
They will pay it off up to $350 per line.
$350. Yep, $350.
Switch and we'll pay off your old contract. And for a limited time, activate a new smartphone to get a $150 US Cellular promotional card instantly.
I'm Andy McRae, and this is the ultimate golf card from OurQuadCities.com. For just $29.95, this card will get you 18 holes and half a card at 5 of the area's hidden gems, including Bunker Links, Chapel Hill, Rustic Ridge, Saucony, and Wolf Hollow. And you'll get 1 hour in the PGA Tour golf simulators at the Clubhouse Indoor Golf and Lounge. If you like golf, get the ultimate golf card for just $29.95 while they last, only at OurQuadCities.com.
Chicago Cubs baseball on ABC7 is being brought to you by Xfinity, your home for the most live sports. By Southwest Airlines, book your low fare now at southwest.com. By Toyota, see where Toyota takes you. Test drive one at your Toyota dealer. Toyota, let's go places. And by the Bob LaCourcio Auto Group, you're going to like buying a car this way. Packed house here at Busch Stadium in St. Louis. Cubs and Cardinals opening up a 3-game weekend. 8-9-1 for the home team. John Jay slices one foul to left, out of play. A 1-1 tie. Cardinals 26-7 in this ballpark. 41-15 against right-handers. Cubs actually have the 6th best record against righties, 33-28.
I believe that was a strike, but because Montero had to reach for it, he didn't get the call. How about that? Best 33-game mark since 1887.
Ground ball into center and a base hit.
The first base runner for the Cardinals post Chris Bosio. Remember, Bosio went to the mound after the Lackey walk, and he started Wong, ball 1 or ball 2. And Boz went out there, and he quickly dispatched Wong and not allowed a base runner. And Jake Arrieta has not needed a lot of help to shut down this Cardinal lineup. This is the 8th time he's gone to the post against them, and 3-1 with a 1.51 ERA in the previous 7.
Jake was born in Missouri, went to high school in Texas. Plano East High School in Plano.
Plano, Plano. Not plain old, but you might hear it down in Texas. You might hear somebody say, plain old Texas.
Rutherford College and then Texas Christian University. 1-1 to Lackey.
He's not really a base stealer, but Anthony Rizzo has to be mindful if he leaves a little too soon. Like Matheny may try to play a little bunt and run to give Jay a big head start here. Seems that the breeze has picked up a bit.
Call strike 3.
Finley pitch tracks. Darting cutter for strike 3. Occasionally try to bunt for a hit. For that reason, Bryant was tightened up a little bit at third base. Strike 1. Bryant will back off a little bit, even with the bag. Pinching in the middle, playing for 2.
Have 6 hits, the Cardinals just 3, but what really matters is it's 1-1 on the run board. Up and in, 1-2. The Cardinals have to be very happy with the production they've gotten from the middle of their infield. Long and Peralta both been terrific.
Combined for 20 home runs, 74 driven in. Both hitting for a high average. Beat him with a high heater last time. Looks like they're going to try it again. Nope.
Swing and a miss. Strike 3.
A little deke by Montero. Initially flashed the glove up and then set up outside for this backdoor breaking ball.
Time now for Out of Town Scoreboard, brought to you by Jeep. Braves trying to get that game into extras. A couple of men on, 2 outs for the Pirates. Mentioned the Mets bested the Reds, and the Brewers all over the Twins tonight, 10-2 in the 5th. White Sox lost in Detroit on an 8th inning J.D. Martinez home run. 5-4 Tigers the final.
Goodness, what a tear he is on.
Homers in that game: Eaton, Abreu, Flowers for the White Sox. Davis and Martinez, 7th and the 8th game tire game winner for Detroit. 2-0 to Carpenter.
It's 3 games in a row with a home run for Martinez, 8 in his last 10. And a 3 home run game against the Yankees a few days back. On Father's Day, as a matter of fact. Nothing for 2 for Carpenter today. He's hit 5 home runs off the Cubs, more than any other team. 8 home runs on the year for him this year. More as a line drive, doubles, high average guy.
Three and 1. You know, there's a Twitter handle dedicated to you.
No.
I just found it, yeah. After Shea's quotes. Your groin comment prompted a tweet.
I bet it did.
Yep. Fouled off.
On Friday, September 11th, the Zach Brown Band is coming back to Wrigley Field for their Jekyll and Hyde tour. Tickets are on sale now at Cubs.com/Zach Brown Band. Don't miss your chance to see this three-time Grammy Award-winning band. Tickets available, Cubs.com/Zach Brown Band.
Full count on the hitter Carpenter. Jay will take off with the pitch because there are 2 outs.
They're going to play a little peekaboo with him there, try to keep him honest, tighten him up a little bit.
Brown getting into it here. And this action pitch from Arrieta. And it's popped into center field. Dexter Fowler coming on. Inning over. 5 in the books. 1-1.
Here's something new. Announcing the Sign and Ride event at your local Ford stores, where you pay 0 down, 0 due at signing, and 0 first month's payment on select new Ford models. It's never been easier to get into America's best-selling brand. So come get behind the wheel of the capable Explorer or the smart and innovative Escape. Now during the Sign and Ride event, lease an Explorer or Escape with 0 down, 0 due at signing, and 0 first month's payment. Hurry to the Sign and Ride event, only at your local Ford stores.
You wish your dog could fight off fleas and ticks. But since he can't, you rely on Frontline Plus. Because Frontline Plus unleashes a deadly killing force to kill fleas and ticks, plus flea eggs and larvae, preventing a new infestation. Its protection lasts a full 30 days. No wonder Frontline Plus is the #1 choice of vets for their pets and yours. After all, your dog is a lover, not a fighter. Frontline Plus, the vet's #1 choice.
Credit challenges? Been turned down for a car loan? We have easy financing at affordable payments. Just $4 could deliver a car at the JD Byrider July 4th event. For just $4 at delivery, you'll find great cars that are inspected, computer tested, serviced, and reconditioned for safety and reliability. Every car is backed by a warranty to help keep you on the road affordably. Drive today for just $4 at delivery. Save time, money, and stress. Come in, click, or call. JD Byrider. We're the way to go.
And with coverage in the middle of anywhere, plus our best plan pricing, we're a better value than Verizon and AT&T.
Javier! Who's this other wireless company?
Maria, this is US Cellular. We'll be happier here.
But our contract, Javier.
They will pay it off up to $350 per line.
$350. Yep, $350.
Switch and we'll pay off your old contract. And for a limited time, activate a new smartphone to get a $150 US Cellular promotional card instantly.
1-1 tie as we get into the 6th. Then our Mercedes drive of the game was courtesy of Mike Baxter. RBI single to tie it up in the 4th.
Yeah, we talked in the early in the ball game with our Mercedes keys of the game about being ready to hit. That Hockey throws a lot of first pitch strikes. Baxter was ready for that first pitch curveball and delivered a run scoring single. And after a really nice hit run play executed by Montero and Castro.
Ball 1 on Baxter. This is his 6th start, all coming in the last 12 games. With Jorge Soler on the DL, golfed high in the air to center. And it'll be John Jay to gather it in. Make sure you check out First Alert Weather only on ABC7 Eyewitness News. Tap Cheryl Scott. Only on ABC Eyewitness News. Jake Arrieta snaps the over. He was nothing out of 28 on the season before that base hit.
Sacrifice bunt down last time up. Solid single this time. Cubs have had base runners in every inning except the first. A lot of traffic, but only 1 point so far.
Russell has reached both times. This time he's going to hit into a 6-3 double play. And the Cubs are done in the 6th inning in a 1-1 tie.
Grab your friends and head over to Pints to watch any of your favorite sports teams. From college to professional sports, we've got you covered on any of our 11 TVs at Pints. Full-service bar and 20 beers on tap. Cheer on your team at Pints. Stop by Pints on Utica Ridge Road.
Credit challenges? Been turned down for a car loan? We have easy financing at affordable payments. Just $4 could deliver a car at the JD Byrider July 4th event. For just $4 at delivery, you'll find great cars that are inspected, computer tested, serviced, and reconditioned for safety and reliability. Every car is backed by a warranty to help keep you on the road affordably. Drive today for just $4 at delivery. Save time, money, and stress. Come in, click, or call. JD Byrider. We're the way to go.
And with coverage in the middle of anywhere, plus our best plan pricing, we're a better value than Verizon and AT&T.
Javier! Who's this other wireless company?
Maria, this is US Cellular. We'll be happier here.
But our contract, Javier.
They will pay it off up to $350 per line.
$350. Yep, $350.
Switch and we'll pay off your old contract. And for a limited time, activate a new smartphone to get a $150 US Cellular promotional card instantly.
Turn around. Every now and then I get a little bit hungry and there's nothing good for me around. Turn around. Every now and then I get a little bit tired of craving something that I can't have. Forever I've been praying for a snack in my life, and now I have a brownie, and in all of my strife, I finally found the right snack.
Meet the eligible bachelors of Seinfeld. George.
I'm unemployed and I live with my parents.
Jerry.
I'm single, I'm thin, and I'm neat.
And Kramer.
I can't get my pants off.
Seinfeld, weeknights on the Quad Cities CW.
Getting set for the bottom of the 6th inning here at Busch Stadium. 1-1 game between the Cubs and the Cardinals. Great pitching matchup tonight. Interesting one tomorrow as Cubs right-handed call-up Don Roach makes his season debut in place of the injured Tayoshi Wada. Roach 7-1 in AAA Iowa. Does have one major league start under his belt, but certainly not on this stage. Joe Madden told him, just relax, be yourself. And that's what Roach will try to do. We did ask Madden why he didn't choose to go with a pitcher already here, say pull Travis Wood out of the bullpen. He said, no, I like the way our bullpen is, and guys, why not? Cubs relievers right now a 1.45 ERA over the last month. That's the lowest in baseball. Len?
Thanks, Dion. Yeah, he likes Travis Wood as a reliever right now, and Roach will make his 2nd major league start. 16 appearances with the Padres last year. And the Las Vegas native will face the Cardinals tomorrow as Travis has his feet up right now because Jake Arrieta's dealing. Peralta down the right field line. Long run, Mike Baxter. Foul territory, takes a look, and he's got it. What a catch.
How about that? Mr. Baxter with the RBI, and now a tremendous play out in right field.
Quite as dramatic as the play he made in the Johan Santana no-hitter for the Mets when he ended up on the DL, but that's a really nice play.
Yeah, and that wall's at a difficult height. You know, it's just right there about mid-thigh where it's very easy to flip into the stands. Great concentration by Baxter.
You know, we were chatting with Mike today about the injuries he suffered crashing into the wall in New York, helping out Johan Santana, and the only no-hitter in Mets history, and he grew up a Mets fan. And boy, all kinds of damage done right behind his sternum, chest area. He slammed his left shoulder into the wall. He ended up missing a couple of months. He was thrilled that Santana completed the no-no. If you're gonna,
yeah, you're gonna give up the body like that, you hope the guy gets the no-no, and Santana did.
1-1 on Mark Reynolds.
He did.
Pitch number 84 on the night. Bounce back to the mound. He's got the strut going tonight, now, doesn't he?
Yeah,
he's been getting stronger as these starts have moved along, particularly his last appearance at Minnesota. And he finished that one. Did you drop a points on us? You did? Yeah. We always get feedback from people who say it's runs, not points. They don't realize that that's inside baseball. A lot of guys in the clubhouse, they say points because it's not points. That is the point.
Yeah, points.
You got to mix it up every once in a while.
They can say goals.
Was awkward looking.
Well, he can do that. He is. His stuff is so good. He can do some ugly swings, even from a guy who's been red hot. That lane changer, producing a pretty ugly swing from Hayward. High heater got him last time.
When I hear high heater, I think of the high heater that got the late Ron Santo in the visiting radio booth in New York, Shea Stadium, about 10 years ago or so. He stood up and they had the heater there above your head, and his toupee caught on fire.
Yeah, I think it throws some heat too.
Good.
Obviously.
Boy, some bats have been broken tonight by Jake Arrieta as he gets Hayward on a rollout to second, and as we roll out, we'll see Chris Bryant in the 7th.
Nissan gave a lucky few the ride of their life in the 2015 Nissan Altima.
Where am I going? Where am I going?
Nissan Altima with blind spot warning and up to 270 horsepower. Get the ride of your life at your local Nissan store. Choose Altima with 0% APR financing for up to 72 months. Plus, save up to $2,000. Bonus cash ends June 30th. Shop ChooseNissan.com. Nissan, innovation that excites.
You talk a lot when you're sleeping. Yeah. Yeah.
I got an A on my test.
I almost got arrested.
Which subject? What?
I will never show you guys my arms.
You leave your shirt on in the pool?
I leave my shirt on in the shower.
What are you about to say? Hear me out, though. She thinks my dad's attractive. All right. That's unacceptable. He's a decent man. Your dad's cute.
Getting to the top is always a challenge. However, if you drive the award-winning Jeep Grand Cherokee or the versatile Jeep Cherokee, you'll realize the top is just the beginning. One drive and you'll discover why the Jeep brand continues to be the best-selling SUV brand. Join us now at the Jeep Drive and Discover event. For the first time ever, get 0% APR for 60 months or $1,500 total cash allowance on all Jeep Cherokee models.
Here's something new. Announcing the Sign and Ride event at your local Ford stores, where you pay 0 down, 0 due at signing, and 0 first month's payment on select new Ford models. It's never been easier to get into America's best-selling brand. So come get behind the wheel of the fun-to-drive Focus or of the stylish and innovative Fusion. Now during the Sign and Ride event, lease a Focus or a Fusion with 0 down, 0 due at signing, and 0 first month's payment. Hurry to the Sign and Ride event, only at your local Ford stores.
Now the Illinois Lottery anything's possible moment of the game. Mike Baxter, as JD would say, kept both feet in bounds.
Giving up the body.
Every winning story starts with a ticket. What will yours be? Illinois Lottery. Anything's possible. It's getting late. We're in the 7th inning and the 4th time through the order for John Lackey.
Yeah, I would think the Cubs would be poised to inflict a little damage on Lackey here. Pretty resourceful, though, this guy.
Hit well on the move. Jay can't get it. Fowler on his way to second, and he's got a double. Might be a triple if he's 100% with the ankle, but Cubs will definitely take it.
Yeah, it's a bad ankle double right there. Otherwise, I think Fowler is standing on third base. But a great swing of the bat as he gets his fourth look at Lackey. Last time, a little broken bat liner with the bases loaded in the fourth that Wong made a nice play on. Jay not able to run this one down, and you see that Fowler has to drop anchor and settle for a leadoff double. Marietta saying, "Give me that one, boys. We'll be in pretty good shape."
So Carpenter's playing in at third, with Rizzo at the plate. Old foul.
Yeah, I think, Rizzo never hits the ball on the ground over there. So I'm sure what they're thinking is, well, it's just in case if we stay back, he would think about trying to push a bunt over there. We'll just take that option away from him. Peralta's playing strong pull, so he's closer to second base.
That will get Fowler to third as Reynolds will step on first. Let's see if Bryant can get him in. Cardinals have double barrel action in their bullpen. Infield coming in.
I think that arm is still hurting for Anthony where he got hit early in the game.
Yeah, he had an uncomfortable looking reaction
last time too.
After his first swing.
He's got a pretty good bruise on there. That thing may have stiffened up on him.
Here we go, and a swing and a miss. Randy Choate, Seth Maness. Maness is the ground ball guy. Choate is the loogie. Lefty one out guy. In the air, Fowler ready to tag. That should be plenty deep enough. Jay trying to get behind it. In fact, he's not even going to worry about it. Cubs take the lead on the sacrifice fly. Chris Bryant makes it 2-1.
Job well done by Bryant. They cash in that leadoff double. Let's go back to Anthony Rizzo's at bat.
That was the first swing of that at bat. Yeah, it looked like it hurt. You cash it in.
Get him over, get him in.
Stretch time here in St. Louis. Cubs lead for the first time tonight. It's 2-1.
What's more American than a cheeseburger? This cheeseburger, loaded with a hot dog and potato chips. In the hands of all-American model Samantha Hoops. In a hot tub. In a pickup truck. Driven by an American bull rider. On an aircraft carrier. Under the gaze of Lady Liberty. As she admires the most American thick burger. With a split hot dog and kettle-cooked potato chips on a fresh-baked bun. New at Hardee's.
Seinfeld. Weeknights at 10 on the Quad Cities CW.
When we created the Silverado Rally Edition, we figured, why stop there? These 4 new Silverado Special Editions are just the beginning. From this year's fastest-growing full-size truck brand, Chevy Silverado. Or choose this Silverado All-Star with a total value of $8,000 when you finance through select lenders. And find your bonus tag and get an additional $1,000 to $2,000 cash allowance on select vehicles in stock.
Monday.
In my house, cutting heads ain't a business, it's a battle.
Why look scared?
Don't stay away from them.
Cedric's Barber Battle.
Monday in the Quad Cities CW. Hot in Cleveland. A full hour. Weekdays at 4 on the Quad Cities CW.
Monday.
In my house, cutting heads ain't a business, it's a battle.
Why look scared?
I want to stay away from the...
Cedric's Barber Battle. Monday in the Quad Cities CW.
You talk a lot when you're sleeping. Yeah. Yeah.
I got an A on my test.
I almost got arrested.
Which subject? What?
I will never show you guys my arms.
You leave your shirt on in the pool?
I leave my shirt on in the shower.
Oh, yeah, about to say. Hear me out, though. She thinks my dad's attractive.
All right. That's unacceptable.
He's a decent man.
Your dad's cute.
Look at the Dunkin' Donuts fan cam. America runs on Dunkin'. Fowler leadoff double and scored eventually on the Chris Bryant sacrifice fly. And the Cubs lead this one 2-1. Pirates just beat the Braves in the 10th inning on a Jordy Mercer game-ending RBI double. It was off Jason Grilli, the former Pirate. Molina swings and misses. Arrieta still throwing hard, 94 on his 90th pitch.
Just one base runner for the Cardinals since the second inning.
Oh, 0-2 now.
We focus so much on pitch counts, and Arrieta threw 122 pitches last time out. Mostly is thrown in a ball game this year. No ill effects at all here this evening.
You know, we have commented on Jake's workout habits. He is very meticulous between starts and his off-season conditioning. He rarely looks like he's breathing hard. And I think some of that comes back to his balance. There doesn't seem to be much wasted effort, does there?
No, he's not a max effort guy. And, you know, when you pitch a complete game shutout, as he did last time out, obviously he was out there for all 27 outs, but there was not a lot of high-stress pitches. They just didn't put that many men on base against him. 4 hits, no walks. Been pretty clean here tonight as well.
Kevin Segrist in the home bullpen. He got him on a curveball. Number 7 for Arrieta.
Working all around the edges, and then finally the breaking ball to lock up Molina.
Grichuk tripled in the Cardinal run in the second. Acquired by from the Angels in November of 2013, along with Peter Borges for David Freese, Fernando Salas. Grichuk was actually taken 1 pick ahead of Mike Trout in the draft. Both guys went to the Angels.
Yeah, they're high on this kid. I mean, he is really strong. Forearms on him. It's kind of like Holiday.
Backhanded play, Castro. He sets, he throws, he got him at first.
So far, a very clean game by the Cubs. Good defensive play here by Castro. Good stretch by Rizzo. 2 quick outs for Arrieta.
Retired 15 of the last 16 he's faced. He's been Max Scherzer-like here lately. In there on Jay.
Yeah, well, we talked about it last year and earlier on this year. He was among the league leaders last season in 3 up, 3 down innings.
Greg Garcia, left-handed batters on deck for Lackey as Pedro Strop throws in the Cubs bullpen. Lackey was good. So far, Arrieta's been just a tad better. Ground right at Russell. 16 of 17. Sent down by Jake Arrieta. 2-1 Cubs.
Getting to the top is always a challenge. However, if you drive the award-winning Jeep Grand Cherokee or the versatile Jeep Cherokee, you'll realize the top is just the beginning. One drive and you'll discover why the Jeep brand continues to be the best-selling SUV brand. Join us now at the Jeep Drive and Discover event. For the first time ever, get 0% APR for 60 months or $1,500 total cash allowance on all Jeep Cherokee models.
Hello? What are you doing way out here?
Nothing. I can't even post a selfie.
Ouch. What are you doing?
Streaming music videos.
You got US Cellular, right?
Yeah.
And you don't.
What's your point?
Well, US Cellular would have you streaming videos or calling someone with a ladder right now. Oh, bump it up. With US Cellular, now the middle of nowhere is the middle of anywhere.
You talk a lot when you're sleeping. Yeah.
I got an A on my test.
I almost got arrested.
Which subject? What?
I will never show you guys my arms.
You leave your shirt out in the pool?
I leave my shirt on in the shower.
Oh, yeah, about to say. Hear me out, though. She thinks my dad's attractive. All right. That's unacceptable. He's a decent man. Your dad's cute.
Year after year after year, Ford F-Series delivers outstanding toughness, capability, and efficiency. Construction, farming, forestry, F-Series is #1 in every hard-working industry out there. Not just this year or last year, since Puka Shells and Disco. Ford F-150, Ford Super Duty, America's #1 trucks for 38 straight years.
Now lease a 2015 F-150 with EcoBoost for only $319 a month.
Here's a look at the ESPN 1000 game summary. Cardinals play a lot of low-scoring games because they just don't give up much. But Jake Arrieta up to the challenge tonight. 7 innings, 7 strikeouts. Likely done at this point. Chris Bryant with the go-ahead sac fly. How about Bryant leaving early yesterday with the flu-like symptoms? Fowler with the ankle injury. Both guys teaming up to help take the lead. Lackey, very good, but leaving trailing. Yes, Arrieta's done after 7 solid frames.
Yeah, that was the old managerial pat on the chest. Way to go. Great effort. Won a complete game last time. We don't want to push too deep here tonight. Got some power arms out there in the pen. Let them finish up for you.
Lefty Kevin Segrist pops a fastball in at 94 to Coughlin.
He'll complement that heater with a slider and a changeup, and he has performed quite well. A 1.72 ERA.
Go 2 outside.
Jake looking for win number 8 here tonight. If the Cubs can hang on.
Curveball southpaw. Wheels and the high fastballs hit on the ground is short. Going to be close, but he got him. That's Peralta getting Coughlin. Well, in the non-Max Scherzer category, Jake Arrieta has been as good as anybody here the last week or so.
Yeah, he's fun to watch pitch. Sometimes it's that slider that complements the fastball best. Other times it's the curveball. That was a real good weapon for him here tonight.
Castro with one out, nobody on. Cardinals have done such a good job with the draft, not just the top of the draft. Their closer Trevor Rosenthal, 21st round pick, 2009. The community college, Kevin Segrist, Palm Beach Community College, 41st round, 2008. Two and one. Well, Jake has a helmet on. This is the 15th sellout this season Cardinals have had here at Busch Stadium. 45,558. Bunch of sellouts here in St. Louis. Three and two. Chris Denorfia ready for a possible pinch hit appearance. Unless he's going to join the Rockettes.
Well, maybe we'll do both. Pinch hit here, and you can join the Rockettes when we're in New York.
3-2 has popped up. And Wong makes a catch.
Folks, if you miss any of today's action, ABC7 will be rebroadcasting each one of their Cubs matchups on the Live Well Network. Today's encore of Cardinals Cubs will be aired in its entirety at 11 p.m. on ABC7's digital channel 7.2 and the following cable channel positions listed there.
And if you're watching the rebroadcast, it's probably early in the morning, so happy Saturday. And don't stay out too late. Make sure you get a good night's sleep. I know the leftover pizza sounds good right now, but you'll thank me in the morning if you don't have it. Out toward left center and down for Mike Baxter.
He's having a nice night, is he not?
He is. 2 hits and fantastic catch.
A ribeye steak back in the fourth. Off the tough lefty. He gets a challenge fastball at 95, and he's up to the challenge.
You know, we've been talking about Anthony Rizzo, and we'll see him here either in the 8th or the 9th. He has kind of fought the elbow guard thing. I do wonder at some point this weekend if he might don it after getting drilled earlier. Something to watch for. Here's Denorfia for Arrieta.
Yeah, unless it's really uncomfortable. You know, some guys just don't like the feeling of wearing any kind of a guard or a pad. I mean, if it's a macho thing, I would say don't let that get in your way, because it's more important to keep you on the field. It's such an important part, one of the most important players in the game.
And to left for Denorfia. Baxter makes the turn. He's on his way to third. The throw's going to go there. It's late and offline. That allows Denorfia to take second. They might even give him a double. They did.
And make Chris 5 out of 11 now as a pinch hitter this year, and that's way above average.
And now a chance for some insurance with Russell.
This is the difference between being down 2-1 and protecting a lead. If the Cardinals are protecting a lead here, Mike Matheny's probably mixing and matching here in the 8th, and Russell doesn't get the at-bat off the left-handed pitcher, and he would have had a pitcher available for Denorfia in that situation too.
Change up.
Sebris has been awfully tough on right-handed batters. Just 158 against him.
Two and two now. It's got a lot of life.
Yeah. Got to force him into the zone.
Two. We got him. Foul tip, strike three. Cubs threatened but could not add to the lead. Stroke when we come back, 2-1.
What's more American than a cheeseburger? This cheeseburger, loaded with a hot dog and potato chips. In the hands of all-American model Samantha Hoops. In a hot tub. In a pickup truck. Driven by an American bull rider. On an aircraft carrier. Under the gaze of Lady Liberty. As she admires the most American thick burger with a split hot dog and kettle-cooked potato chips on a fresh-baked bun. New at Hardee's.
I'm William Shatner, and I'm here with Jason Abraham of Hupy and Abraham to talk about the amazing results they get for their clients. Jason, how does Hupy and Abraham consistently get millions of dollars for their auto accident clients?
We've been doing this for a long time, Bill. We know what it takes to win. We have the size, experience, and resources to handle the most serious injury cases.
So what should injured people do?
Call Hupy and Abraham anytime for free. 800-800-5677.
The Dodge brothers have always believed that by taking things further and pushing the limits, you can create a brand that grows as fast as it drives. One drive and you'll discover why Dodge is America's fastest growing performance brand. Join us now during the Dodge Drive and Discover event. Get $3,000 combined cash allowance, plus loyal owners get $1,000 bonus cash for $4,000 total cash allowance on Grand Caravan.
When we created the Silverado Rally Edition, we figured, why stop there? These 4 new Silverado Special Editions are just the beginning. From this year's fastest growing full-size truck brand, Chevy Silverado. Or choose this Silverado All-Star with a total value of $8,000 when you finance through select lenders. And find your bonus tag and get an additional $1,000 to $2,000 cash allowance on select vehicles in stock.
Chicago Cubs baseball on ABC7 is brought to you by DeVry University. Different on purpose. Fun one tonight. A tight ball game. 2-1 Cubs. They've had the better chances tonight. As you can see, 10 hits to the Cardinals 3.
Yeah, this is a little different in that the Cubs have the lead here, but similar to yesterday's ball game where they had a lot of traffic and didn't score. Well, they didn't score at all in the ball game yesterday. They left 10 men on base here tonight, but it might be good enough if the bullpen can do their thing, and lately they've been doing it quite well. Pedro Strop has a 2.73 ERA. He works for the 37th time.
Facing pinch hitter Greg Garcia. Middle infielder. 1 ball, no strikes. Debuted last year. This is only his 27th Major League plate appearance. From El Cajon, California, went to the University of Hawaii in Honolulu. 7th round pick in 2010. So he's been in their organization for a while. 2 balls and a strike.
Strop went through a little bit of a rough patch in May. He's turned things around. He's worked 11 consecutive scoreless appearances.
Garcia has good on base skills, does not have a lot of power. Terribly surprising a Strop Garcia matchup would result in a 3-ball count. That one hit to deep center. Fowler still going back on it. Gone. Wow, Greg Garcia just hit his first Major League home run to tie the game. Was not expecting that.
Yeah, boy, talk about beating the odds. We just got done talking about how good Strop has been of late. And now Garcia's not a power guy, but he gets to run the gauntlet of handshakes there in the Cardinal dugout with a game-tying home run. So the inability by the Cubs to add on allows the Cardinals to tie the game with 1 swing of the bat.
A Toyota home run cam and a curtain call for Garcia. So, going back to Garcia and his profile as a minor league hitter. You're 3-1 on him. Your thought is, if you're Pedro Strop, I do not want to walk the leadoff man, right?
Right.
So, you're way more willing to challenge a guy like him.
Yeah, than you would say
than you would somebody else.
There, yeah.
As a result, he got a pitch he could drive, and all of a sudden it's 2-2.
Yeah, when you fall behind, you're at the mercy of the count.
And he slugged under 400 as a minor league hitter.
Now, if you're Strop, you got to kind of pull it together here. That's hit long. I think. So the last 3 runs that Strop has allowed have all been solo home runs. See where it hit, he was holding his front foot. I didn't see it hit his front foot. I thought it hit his back foot.
I saw that front of the foot move a little bit.
Yeah,
really hard to tell.
I think he rolled his ankle a little bit when he went out on that front leg. Watch the ankle roll. I think that's what he was reaching down. I'm not convinced that ball hit him.
It's very tough to get that one overturned via replay, though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's the problem. Cardinals get their first home run in the pinch this season.
Yeah. Overall, they're not a home run hitting club. They don't Hit many long balls, and you don't expect it from Garcia, but he delivered a big one there.
Ball one outside. It's like somebody's going to get ready quickly in the Cubs bullpen. I don't know if it's Jason Mott. Can't really tell at the moment.
Carpenter 0 for 3 so far tonight.
It is Jason Mott. He is not wasting any time. I don't know if I'd want to play catch with him. 85 feet. Throwing those bullets.
He's in go mode right now. Get ready and get ready in a hurry.
That was close. But ball out of the glove of Rizzo. Wong got hit by a pitch. Apparently in the bottom of his right foot, and then he just got hit by a pickoff attempt. And that one caught him in the hamstring of the quad.
Good thing it did, because if not, it's a whole lot down there, down towards the tarp, and he's going to get to second, possibly third base. 6 steals, been caught 4 times.
We talked to Joe a lot about expected outcomes, and just about every at bat that goes on during a game, Joe kind of has an expected outcome. I guarantee you when we talk to him tomorrow, he's going to say, I did not see we're going to see a home run. I don't know how anybody would have. He had hit 27 in 6 minor league seasons combined.
And that's the beautiful thing about this game, right? No matter how much we can predict based on computer models and statistical analysis, players can still make the unpredictable happen.
(3-2) to Carpenter. After it goes to 3-2, Matt Carpenter's a .400 hitter. A .604 on base percentage. And a high deep drive, and this one's going to stay in. Just got under it. Fowler makes the catch. Well, it looked pretty good off the bat. Fortunately, it stayed in.
And Wong was moving with the pitch, so he wasn't in position to tag in advance on this deep drive. Not that he would have anyway, but he might have thought about it. You see, he's breaking with the pitch. By the time he reads it as a play for Fowler, there's no way he's going to get back to first base in time to tag. Top of the order for the Cubs in the 9th.
He's come up with some huge hits late for the Cardinals this season.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but was he not the first Cardinal shortstop ever to lead their club in home runs when he did that last year? We had that
yes.
note. Yeah.
Yep.
Doing it again this year. Stroke out of sorts here tonight. Can't assume he's not swinging here.
Ball 4. 1899, by the way, was the last Cardinals shortstop, Bobby Wallace, to lead their team. So you had modern baseball history. Peralta last year did something no Cardinals shortstop had done previously, and that'll be it for Strop.
So his run of quality work comes to an end, and it'll be Jason Mott.
2-2, the former Cardinal. Mott coming on.
Our driver was at fault. Her medical bills piling up. She's desperate. I'm not going to deny her claim. I'll get real low in the offer. Remember, always let them know who's in charge. I'm so glad you called. The law offices of Hupy and Abraham. No one said we couldn't settle this one.
If you've been injured in an accident, tell them you mean business. Call 800-800-5678. Hupy and Abraham right now.
Choosing from the $4 menu is not for the indecisive. Incredible values await. Behold the original double steak burger meal. The taco salad and chili cheese footlong meals. The garlic double steak burger meal.
What's that sound, Master?
Kung Fu elbow. Try it.
The $4 menu, where all meals are under $4 at Steak and Shake.
The Dodge brothers have always believed that by taking things further and pushing the limits, you can create a brand that grows as fast as it drives. One drive and you'll discover why Dodge is America's fastest growing performance brand. Join us now during the Dodge Drive and Discover event. Get $3,000 combined cash allowance, plus loyal owners get $1,000 bonus cash for $4,000 total cash allowance on Grand Caravan.
Well, this house of cards has not been easy to knock over for the Cubs since 2011. Cardinals 29-12 against the Cubs, but it's a different Cubs club here in 2015. They're hoping to change a lot of that. And they have a former Cardinal now in their bullpen, Jason Mott.
Jason Mott had a long scoreless streak interrupted a couple appearances ago against the Dodgers. He gave up a home run to Jock Peterson, but he got the save in that ball game. It was a 4-1 game when he came in. Allowed the solo home run. Was able to finish the Dodgers off. He's picked up 5 wins in relief. Normally that's really not indicative of anything. Sometimes you're a little wary of a guy who picks up a lot of wins in relief. But he has been good. He's earned them.
There's Reynolds. Filling in at first base for the injured Matt Adams. He may be out a long time. Quad injury.
That's what Holiday has. That's kind of the injury of the year. Anthony Rendon, but the Nationals just went on the DL with a quad.
Go-ahead run is his second. That's Wong. Peralta, the runner at first. And Reynolds pops into left field. It'll be the shortstop, Castro. Justin Grimm, the righty, and there's Russell, the lefty. That'll be it for Mott. Looks like we'll see Russell versus Hayward. We'll be back in the 8th, 2-2.
The accident came without warning. Now you're injured. What you do next could cost you tens of thousands of dollars. Don't risk your family's future. You want more? All the money you deserve? Get it done. Call free right now and tell the insurance company you mean business. Call 800-800-5678. Hupy and Abraham right now.
Getting to the top is always a challenge. However, if you drive the award-winning Jeep Grand Cherokee or the versatile Jeep Cherokee, you'll realize the top is just the beginning. One drive and you'll discover why the Jeep brand continues to be the best-selling SUV brand. Join us now at the Jeep Drive and Discover event. For the first time ever, get 0% APR for 60 months or $1,500 total cash allowance on all Jeep Cherokee models.
When we created the Silverado Rally Edition, we figured, why stop there? These 4 new Silverado Special Editions are just the beginning. From this year's fastest-growing full-size truck brand, Chevy Silverado. Or choose this Silverado All-Star with a total value of $8,000 when you finance through select lenders. And find your bonus tag and get an additional $1,000 to $2,000 cash allowance on select vehicles in stock.
Fair now at Southwest.com. By Ford, America's best-selling brand. Check out our entire lineup at your local Ford store or at localfordstores.com. And by your Chicago and Northwest Indiana Hyundai dealers. Statue of Stan the Man, Musial. The all-time greats. James Russell, a left-hander, will face Jason Hayward, a left-handed batter. 2 outs, 2 on, and a 2-2 tie.
Russell with a 2.08 ERA. He's allowed just 1 home run in 17 1/3. He gets 262 against some left-handed batters, 229. He comes in here to try to get the Jason Hayward, who's been really swinging it well, and Hayward is hitting 368 against left-handed pitching this year. So he's hung in there very nicely.
He has been really good. Russell has stranded all 16 of his inherited runners so far this season. You mentioned Hayward in his career, 231, without a lot of power against lefties, but different story so far this season. 63 plate appearances. Pops up the first pitch. Russell asking for help, but he'll make the catch. Nobody else could get there.
Oh, my.
That will end the inning.
Fair catch.
Year after year after year, Ford F-Series delivers outstanding toughness, capability, and efficiency. Construction, farming, forestry. F-Series is #1 in every hard-working industry out there. Not just this year or last year. Since puka shells and disco, Ford F-150, Ford Super Duty, America's #1 trucks for 38 straight years.
Now lease a 2015 F-150 with EcoBoost for only $319 a month.
So this insurance adjuster, he comes to my house, he sits on my couch, and he tries to tell me that this small check is all my case is worth.
I called 800-800-5678.
Lawyers that do more than just talk.
Not only did they get me what I deserved,
they got me a lot of money.
They have the experience to handle cases like mine.
Cases like yours.
They know how to stand up to the insurance company.
Tell them you mean business. Call 800-800-5678. Hupy and Abraham right now.
Getting to the top is always a challenge. However, if you drive the award-winning Jeep Grand Cherokee or the versatile Jeep Cherokee, you'll realize the top is just the beginning. One drive and you'll discover why the Jeep brand continues to be the best-selling SUV brand. Join us now at the Jeep Drive and Discover event. For the first time ever, get 0% APR for 60 months or $1,500 total cash allowance on all Jeep Cherokee models.
It's a great time at Pints to sit out on our beer garden and watch your favorite sports teams while enjoying one of our 20 beers on tap. Or grab your friends and grab a seat at the full-service bar and catch all the sports action on any one of our 11 TVs at Pints. Stop by Pints on Utica Ridge Road.
The accident came without warning. Now you're injured. What you do next could cost you tens of thousands of dollars. Don't risk your family's future. You want more? All the money you deserve? Get it done. Call free right now and tell the insurance company you mean business. Call 800-800-5678. Hupy and Abraham right now.
Getting to the top is always a challenge. However, if you drive the award-winning Jeep Grand Cherokee or the versatile Jeep Cherokee, you'll realize the top is just the beginning. One drive and you'll discover why the Jeep brand continues to be the best-selling SUV brand. Join us now at the Jeep Drive and Discover event. For the first time ever, get 0% APR for 60 months or $1,500 total cash allowance on all Jeep Cherokee models.
May 3rd. It's the only time he blew a save. This is not a save situation.
He'll go 96 to 99 with the fastball. Changeup's his best secondary pitch. That's it right there. He'll also throw a curveball, and he'll cut his fastball. Steamed that one in there at 98. Speaking of 98, there's hard throwing Hecker. Fowler making sure he got that front foot down early that time. Rosenthal saved 45 games for the Cardinals. He failed to convert on 6 occasions.
Full count, 3-2.
Get it ready.
Here it is, and he struck him out, hitting 99 on the gun.
Well, ready or not, here I come in 99, down and in a little bit. Fowler not able to get to it.
Of the zone.
Last week, Anthony Rizzo batting .407 with an .852 slugging percentage and 3 long balls. Got drilled earlier in the game by a lackey fastball that seemed to be bothering him his last time up. Good swing. Stung. I don't know if there's something else possibly bothering him. Lunge for that one, and
I just feel like it's that right arm / elbow. To say he's been hit 15 times. This is the first one that has seemingly lingered. I'm sure that a few have caused pretty large bruises and hurt more than he let on. Left field, and foul. Anthony didn't run. And he thought it was either gone or foul.
He didn't know where it was.
Or did he not see it?
Didn't see it. Kind of looking around like, where is it?
Jay coming in a few steps and 2 outs. Chris Bryant, go-ahead sac fly in the 7th. He's looked pretty good at that time. Greg Garcia off the bench with his first major league home run to tie it off Pedro Strop in the 8th. 1-1.
Couple of years, these teams have played a lot of tight games. A couple one-run games last time the Cubs were in town.
Bat right off the handle and hit behind the Cardinal dugout.
Executed change up there by Rosenthal, and I'm sure they thought they'd get a chase from Bryant. Pretty good take.
100 that time. Three and 2. Swung and missed at a slider earlier, but that slider's been elevated here in this at bat. That was actually a changeup. Yeah, it was. Right. So you're always guarding against a fastball and then adjusting. But with 2 strikes here and that pitch where it was. Are you just selling out on a fastball?
Yeah.
Just try to hit it 900 feet?
Well, I'm just, I think from the pitcher's point of view, you're trying to stay away from power with Bryant. That's not easy to do because he handles a lot of different pitches. But down and away fastball is probably the way to go if you can command it out there. And for Bryant, you got to be looking heater here.
He gets one and he hits a bouncer to the shortstop, Peralta. Stretched by Reynolds. Cubs go down in order. Bottom 9, 2-2.
All too often, we see bikers injured and then blamed for an accident that wasn't their fault. When you go down, you're up against a big insurance company that wants nothing less than to give you a low ball offer. I'm attorney Jason Abraham of Hupy & Abraham. We don't put up with insurance company tactics. We go after every dollar you deserve for your injuries. If you've been injured in a motorcycle accident, tell them you mean business. Call 800-800-5678 and we'll put our knowledge and experience on your side.
You talk a lot when you're sleeping. Yeah. Yeah.
I got an A on my test.
I almost got arrested.
Which subject? What? I will never show you guys my arms.
You leave your shirt on in the pool?
I leave my shirt on in the shower.
Oh, yeah, about to say. Hear me out, though. She thinks my dad's attractive. All right. That's unacceptable. He's a decent man. Your dad's cute.
When we created the Silverado Rally Edition, we figured, why stop there? These 4 new Silverado Special Editions are just the beginning. From this year's fastest-growing full-size truck brand, Chevy Silverado. Or choose this Silverado All-Star with a total value of $8,000 when you finance through select lenders. And find your bonus tag and get an additional $1,000 to $2,000 cash allowance on select vehicles in stock.
The Dodge brothers have always believed that by taking things further and pushing the limits, you can create a brand that grows as fast as it drives. One drive and you'll discover why Dodge is America's fastest growing performance brand. Join us now during the Dodge Drive and Discover event. Get $3,000 combined cash allowance, plus loyal owners get $1,000 bonus cash for $4,000 total cash allowance on Grand Caravan.
2-2. We play the bottom of the ninth. And it'll be Hector Rondon against Yadier Molina.
Hector, 235 earned run average, 12 saves and 15 tries. This is not a save opportunity. League hits 237 against them. Molina, Grichuk, and Jay for the Cardinals here in the bottom of the ninth. Don Roach tomorrow for the Cubs will be making his second major league start. Michael Walker will pitch for the Cardinals.
Slider strike.
Jake Arrieta was brilliant tonight, but no W.
Pulled foul. Swing and a miss. He got him.
Usually controls the strike zone better than that. That one not even close.
Good slider here for Hector. One strike to Grichuk. Another one. 2 strikes.
Yeah, I think, Grichuk's a good fastball hitter. I think he will expand. When you get ahead of him, he'll spin it out of the zone. He'll chase it.
Struck him out 97 just off the plate. 2 down.
A little baby cutter, not a lot of movement, but don't need a lot at 97.
Ball 1 on John Jay. He has singled. Grounded out a couple of times. We see that batting average a lot higher than it is right now for Jay. And Russell will throw him out. We'll go to extras. 10th inning around the corner. 2-2 from St. Louis.
Meet the eligible bachelors of Seinfeld. George.
My name's Buck Naked. I'm a porno actor.
Jerry.
I'm single, I'm thin, and I'm neat.
And Kramer.
I can't get my pants off.
They'll stop at nothing.
My name is George. I'm unemployed and I live with my parents.
To make an impression.
Sure you don't want me to take my clothes off? 'Cause I'll do it.
A little respect, for I am Costanza, Lord of the Idiots.
Seinfeld. Tonight on the Quad Cities CW.
The driver wasn't looking.
The bike's wrecked.
I'm out of work.
The insurance company didn't seem to care.
They just wanted to give me a small check.
So I called Hupie and Abraham. They got my bike fixed.
My medical bill's covered.
Plus, they got me a whole lot more than the insurance company offered.
The lawyers with experience.
Hupie and Abraham.
Local lawyers who respect riders because they are riders.
Hupie and Abraham has successfully represented thousands of injured bikers, many with substantial multi-million-dollar settlements. Call 800-800-5678. Hupie and Abraham, right now.
Getting to the top is always a challenge. However, if you drive the award-winning Jeep Grand Cherokee or the versatile Jeep Cherokee, you'll realize the top is just the beginning. One drive and you'll discover why the Jeep brand continues to be the best-selling SUV brand. Join us now at the Jeep Drive and Discover event. For the first time ever, get 0% APR for 60 months or $1,500 total cash allowance on all Jeep Cherokee models.
You talk a lot when you're sleeping. Yeah.
I got an A on my test.
I almost got arrested.
Which subject? What?
I will never show you guys my arms.
You leave your shirt out in the pool?
I leave my shirt on in the shower.
Oh, yeah, about to say. Hear me out, though. She thinks my dad's attractive. Whoa! All right. That's unacceptable. He's a decent man. Right, your dad's cute.
We are in extras after the Cardinals tied it in the 8th. It's really nothing new for the Cubs. Played a lot of close games, a lot of extra innings games. The good news is, I guess, they've been largely successful. 18-12 in games decided by 1, 8-3 in extra innings. The Cardinals 15-11 in one-run games, 5-3 in extra innings. And there's no guarantee this will be a one-run decision.
You know, when the DJ at the wedding says, "Hey, let's slow it down now," and have a slow dance. And the slow dance has just entered the game for the Cardinals after the 100-mile offerings of Rosenthal. Here comes the 39-year-old crafty lefty, Randy Choate, and we'll throw that sinker up there at about 83.
So after AC/DC, we've got a little REO Speedwagon.
Yeah, we're going to slow it down.
I can't fight this feeling.
But it works. Sinkers and sliders. Caesar, the right-handed bat instead of Montero.
Punched in the air out to Hayward. Easy play for Jason, and he's got it. So the pinch hitter Caesar flies to right. Chris Coughlin will be pulled back, I think. Yep.
David Ross probably, since Montero's already been hit for.
Denorfia has been used. And here comes Ross.
Is there, well, there would be, yeah, because Bartolo Colon is, what, 42? But this is a pretty old matchup here with 39-year-old Choate and 38-year-old Ross.
Yeah, it's a good call. It's not going to happen, though.
Yeah. Going to get Manus.
Peter Borges will come in for Jay. He made the final out the 9th. Borges will probably go into that 9 spot, meaning he'll lead off the bottom of this inning. We'll get the new Cardinal pitcher in a moment.
Meet the eligible bachelors of Seinfeld. George.
My name's Buck Naked. I'm a porno actor.
Jerry.
I'm single, I'm thin, and I'm neat.
And Kramer.
I can't get my pants off.
They'll stop at nothing
My name is George. I'm unemployed and I live with my parents.
to make an impression.
Sure you don't want me to take my clothes off? 'Cause I'll do it.
A little respect, for I am Costanza, Lord of the Idiots.
Seinfeld, tonight on the Quad Cities CW.
The driver wasn't looking.
The bike's wrecked.
I'm out of work.
The insurance company didn't seem to care.
They just wanted to give me a small check.
So I called Hupie and Abraham. They got my bike fixed.
My medical bill's covered.
Plus, they got me a whole lot more than the insurance company offered.
The lawyers with experience.
Hupie and Abraham.
Local lawyers who respect riders because they are riders.
Hupie and Abraham has successfully represented thousands of injured bikers, many with substantial multi-million-dollar settlements. Call 800-800-5678. Hupie and Abraham, right now.
Getting to the top is always a challenge. However, if you drive the award-winning Jeep Grand Cherokee or the versatile Jeep Cherokee, you'll realize the top is just the beginning. One drive and you'll discover why the Jeep brand continues to be the best-selling SUV brand. Join us now at the Jeep Drive and Discover event. For the first time ever, get 0% APR for 60 months or $1,500 total cash allowance on all Jeep Cherokee models.
That's Peter Borges now playing center. Seth Maness, ground ball specialist, now working on the mound.
Yeah, so DJ's going to amp it up a little bit, but not a whole lot. Maness is more of a finesse guy, too. His fastball below league average will sit around 88, 89 miles an hour, but it's sinkers. Keeps the ball down near the bottom of the knees. It's 2 ground balls for every fly ball. So that will leave Herrera available on the Cubs bench. David Rouse will be looking for that first pitch sinker. He'll hope it's elevated a little bit. He'll take a big swing at it if it is.
And a base hit.
And it worked.
Castro.
Well, here you go. So we talked a lot about Joe's matrix of outcomes. This combination, Maness and Castro, there's a very high percentage chance of a ground ball here.
That might be as high as it gets on that matrix.
Yeah, with with these 2 clubs.
So we could see Ross on the move here. He's not. Ball 1.
It's a tough call for manager because Castro, capable of hitting one in the gap or poking one into the corner for extra bases. Put hit and run on, you're forcing him to swing at whatever it is Maness throws up there. And if you swing and miss, Ross is toast. Mike Matheny will have at his disposal how often Joe Madden starts base runners in this situation. He'll know what count he likes to start the runner on. Might even think pitch out if he thinks they're going to play a little hit and run. This would be the pitch if you're going to do it.
company didn't seem to care.
So I called Hupy and Abraham. They got my bike fixed.
My medical bills covered.
Plus, they got me a whole lot more than the insurance company offered.
The lawyers with experience.
Hupy and Abraham.
Local lawyers who respect riders because they are riders.
Hupy and Abraham has successfully represented thousands of injured bikers, many with substantial multi-million-dollar settlements. Call 800-800-5678. Hupy and Abraham, right now.
Meet the eligible bachelors of Seinfeld. George.
My name's Buck Naked. I'm a porno actor.
Jerry.
I'm single, I'm thin, and I'm neat.
And Kramer.
I can't get my pants off.
They'll stop at nothing
My name is George. I'm unemployed and I live with my parents.
to make an impression.
Sure you don't want me to take my clothes off? 'Cause I'll do it.
A little respect, for I am Costanza, Lord of the Idiots.
Seinfeld, tonight on the Quad Cities CW.
Getting to the top is always a challenge. However, if you drive the award-winning Jeep Grand Cherokee or the versatile Jeep Cherokee, you'll realize the top is just the beginning. One drive and you'll discover why the Jeep brand continues to be the best-selling SUV brand. Join us now at the Jeep Drive and Discover event. For the first time ever, get 0% APR for 60 months or $1,500 total cash allowance on all Jeep Cherokee models.
Borges. It's the money pit. That whenever you want to, you'll be in this game a long time. Outside fastball, lower part of the zone.
He can play it a couple of different ways here. Wong's a good hitter, so you can just let him swing away and hope that if he didn't drive in the run, he'd at least pull the ball on the ground and get him to third base, or he could just bunt. Either way, the Cubs are unlikely to pitch to Carpenter.
Not showing bunt at all. 1 ball, no strikes.
No Matt Holliday in the middle of the order. I think that changed the thinking a little bit for Matheny. He has Holliday behind Carpenter. Maybe he bunts here. They have a fighting chance on a line drive to throw out Borges. The problem is, Wong's got some pop. You got to be able to get in position to reach.
Ground ball, and that hits the bag. Everybody's safe. The ball hits second base. First and third now.
Castro there in position to make a play on that ball. He would have had Wong at first base had it not hit the bag. Buzzard's luck there for the Cubs.
Here comes Joe Madden, and now they'll try to figure out strategy. Probably walk Carpenter. They're looking at a 5-man infield. They're calling Baxter in.
Cubs have left 12 men on base tonight.
Yeah, that's kind of lost in the shuffle right now. The Cubs have 12 hits and only 2 runs.
Yeah.
That hardly matters at the moment. It's 2-2. In a pretty dire situation here for a pitcher against it's going to be the heart of the Cardinals order.
Yeah, if you leave 12 on and you score 5 or 6, it's not such a bad thing. It just means you had a ton of base runners and you're able to score your fair share. You leave 12, you've only scored 2. It just speaks of many lost opportunities. That's the third most, tied for the third most runners left on in a game this year for the Cubs.
So they'll intentionally walk Carpenter. The fans for the Cardinals are booing, which I never understood. The home team is going to have bases loaded, nobody out, with a chance to win the game, and they're booing.
It's the default response to the intentional walk. Carpenter's just had such good discipline at the plate. He's really one of the last guys in the league you want to see in a situation like this. Be akin to a basketball game. They're coming down to the final seconds, and you want the ball in that guy's hands. That's the same thing with Carpenter. Critical situation late, you want to have him at the plate if you're the Cardinals, and if you're the Cubs, you want no part of him.
So here's how the infield looks. Rizzo, Baxter on the right, Russell, Castro, Bryant on the left. You see where Fowler and Caesar are playing. So the left fielder now moving over into right center. Here's the pitch. Ball 1 to Peralta.
Hard not to let the adrenaline get the best of you in this situation if you're Justin Grimm and overthrow.
Winning run at third, and the guy with the best speed on the bags right now, and that's Borges. Fouled off. Well, the first 2 innings, remember, 2 Cardinal runners were thrown out at home on tag plays. Right now would be a force play. One ball, 1 strike. Here it is.
Could have been
2-1. Both bullpens are quiet. This game right now is Grimm versus Peralta. Off the end of the bat, on the ground, throw to the plate. Cardinals win. Cardinals win. Borges is injured. Little collision there as the throw was askew, and
the ball didn't have enough pace on it, and Mike Baxter was one of the outfielder who had moved into the infield, made the play on that ball. So
the final score in 10 innings, it looks like Borges a little woozy. 3-2 St. Louis and the Hyundai play of the game. I have not heard a scoring decision on this yet, but it doesn't really matter as they win it in 10. I bet you there'll be an infield hit.
Yeah, I think he was going to beat that play even with an accurate throw.
I think you're right.
With his speed, and that's slowly hit ground ball.
Ooh, it looked like he got hit in the head as Ross tried to dive over him to catch that throw.
Tough loss for the Cubs tonight.
So that's the Hyundai play of the game. Yeah, they had a lead, giving it to the bullpen, a bullpen which had been so good as of late. But as we mentioned, their role players, the Cardinals just get contributions. It seems like on a nightly basis from a lot of different people.
Yeah, and it's, this team has been unbelievable here in their home ballpark. They've only lost one series here this year. Just tough for the Cubs to waste that effort by Jake Arrieta here tonight. They just could have cashed in one more run and would have had it. But
our next ABC7 telecast of Cubs baseball, July 11th. That's a Saturday, 3 o'clock. White Sox and Cubs from beautiful Wrigley Field. Once again, our final score tonight, 3-2 Cardinals in 10. For JD, for Dion Miller, and our entire ABC7 crew here in St. Louis, I'm Len Casper. Have a great weekend, everybody. So long.
Some of us see camping as one of life's greatest pleasures. From fishing to sleeping under the stars to hiking or even cooking outside. Using quality equipment makes sure every moment will be memorable and fun. At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we understand. That's why we offer a huge selection of camping gear from top brands like Sundolphin, Camp Chef, Igloo, Buck Knives, Coleman, Frog Togs, Leatherman, and more. So make the great outdoors even more enjoyable with genuine value you can depend on from Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
I'm William Shatner, and I'm here with Jason Abraham of Hupy and Abraham to talk about the amazing results they get for their clients. Jason, how does Hupy and Abraham consistently get millions of dollars for their auto accident clients?
We've been doing this for a long time, Bill. We know what it takes to win. We have the size, experience, and resources to handle the most serious injury cases.
So what should injured people do?
Call Hupy and Abraham anytime for free. 800-800-5677.
Getting to the top is always a challenge. However, if you drive the award-winning Jeep Grand Cherokee or the versatile Jeep Cherokee, you'll realize the top is just the beginning. One drive and you'll discover why the Jeep brand continues to be the best-selling SUV brand. Join us now at the Jeep Drive and Discover event. For the first time ever, get 0% APR for 60 months or $1,500 total cash allowance on all Jeep Cherokee models.
Come on over to Adventureland. You're gonna have a fun day.
Enjoy all of Adventureland's rides, shows, and attractions, along with all the water excitement of Adventure Bay Water Park. It's all included with your admission to Adventureland Park. 2 great parks, all for one low price. Open daily at 10 a.m. in Des Moines.
Come on over to Adventureland. You're gonna love it at Adventureland.
I want to tell you about a baby girl and the parents who had died to protect her.
We are the savage villains in fairy tales.
The family.
The Originals. Monday on the Quad Cities CW.
3 LA ladies could not get a date till they crashed in a plane.